a fire in the booth? Is the fire in the booth that nice? How you doing, Rebecca? How's your day so far? Welcome to the Flex Mind Network. Welcome to the Flex Mind Network. I hope you're doing alright today. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, no doubt. Big salute. Shoot. We just chilling. We just kicking back today. Of course, there's some songs I gotta. Nah, not even. Sorry, videos. Some videos I gotta get to. Hey, I like it. Red clover tea. What's good, TW? How you feeling, bro? Hey guys, welcome back. Guess what? What happened, Tiff? What happened to you, Tiff? What happened? You okay? Let me turn that off real quick. Ugh. What happened to you? I hope you're okay. Hope everything good. No? I'm so confused. Hey, what's poppin', bro? How you feeling, bro? Hey, bro, look, we going crazy today already, bro. I love seeing all the familiar faces and new faces, too. What's good? How y'all feeling, man? Ugh. Today has been a day. Alright, boom. You got shout-outs by Quality. Yo, that's major. That is so major. Yo, congratulations to Tiff. Like, what? What? Wow, bro. Love it. Love it. Wonderful to see. Oh, man. We got a date today. I'm not going to lie. We got how many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different videos. Hey, do what you can, bro. Do what you can, you know. Just another Friday. Just another Friday, no doubt, man. I gotta stop by Quality Stream. There's just so much, bro. I don't know how these guys keep up with everything, yo. It's so much. It's so much, man. It's amazing, but I'm gonna do what I can. I had an interesting day today, so I couldn't really start at 4. You know, but we're here. You know, I'm present. You know, see all my people's coming in. Appreciate everybody, you know the vibe. But yeah, I don't even know where to begin because there's just so much. Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? I kind of want to leave that one for later. It feels like a Saturday. I heard UMG responded to Drake, but I don't know what they said yet. But I have a feeling it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I know I got a video by The Ville. Right here. Who else? That one was like, this one dropped 5 hours ago. I got Fantastic Hip Hop. I got Chick Smooth, but that one's from yesterday. I feel like that one's going to be fun, though. What's good, Neil? What's poppin'? We got Natasha. Hey, we got Natasha here, guys. Hey, listen, shout out to Natasha. I saw her. She was going crazy in the chats for Curtis King when he was with TDE Punch yesterday. So big salutes to Natasha, bro. I just like seeing the familiar faces in other places. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense, like, it's kind of cool. I'm not used to this, you know? Yeah, I heard they said that to be careful what they wish for. I wanted to go to... Oh, man. But nah, listen, Rebecca. UMG's like taking their time right now, right? They taking their time right now, so it's like they don't want to rush it. It's like they want to see his next move, you know? Like they're really playing games with him if you really think about it. Oh man. Appreciate you, Natasha. Thank you. I'm just glad, bro. I feel like almost every live that I go, I always see a familiar face. And I'm like, wow, that's so insane. Yo, girl, Rebecca, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you got 3 hours, because it's a lot, but gems upon gems upon gems upon... It was amazing. That live yesterday was amazing. That's all I need to say. So I guess we can get started with the Ville. I guess. Hold on. This chair don't want to agree with me. But I guess we can start with the Ville. Get into things. Oh, good Lord. No games. Just toss the book. You're so sick of Drake's nonsense? Valid. Oh, my goodness. The darkest secrets are coming to light. Yo, we gonna figure out some things about this guy that UMG has been propping up. Alright, so I'm excited. I have some songs that I wanted to react to. I have a new song, the visualizer JID put out, as well as my favorite rapper, Key Glock, also dropped an audio version of a song. I think it's called The Grinch. You're going to get a real honest reaction from me. I haven't heard those yet. So who knows how I'm going to feel in that moment. Also, fun fact, we got Tiny here. We are Flex Mob. We are Legion. We are many. Also, we are everywhere. Fact! No, sorry. Nah, hold on. Tiny came in here dropping bars. You know Drake is not that intelligent. Come on now. Oh, no. Okay, Rebecca, I see. I appreciate you, but hey, when you come here, you always gonna find something new. You always gonna find something new, no doubt. Wow, y'all got me happy and shit. Okay. Let me go ahead and hit that record button. We're gonna start off with the Ville and we're gonna get into some things around here, alright? So, man, let's go. Y'all know what time it is. It's intro time. Let's do this. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions. Only on the Flex in My Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. So we got the Ville. Alright. Oh. Yo, okay, so hold on a second. UMG. Let me get this right. UMG. Just meet the grams this dude, basically. They sending haymakers at this guy right now. UMG's playing games with Drake, if I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I'm gonna be completely honest, UMG is completely playing games with Drake as if they're in charge of the whole situation. It's like they have this whole thing on lockdown, which is why they've been so calm. They've been collective. Everything they said, they laid out all the facts, laid out everything they wanted to say, mentioned this, and this. Drake's side, they're scraping right now. They're scraping, trying to figure out, doing what they can just so they can kind of beat them. It's not working. But let's not waste no more time. This video by The Veil. This video is titled UMG Warns Drake in a response after amending his lawsuit. It's not going to work. What's poppin', Lisa? How you doing? Oh, we got a renegade here. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to the new people. Yeah, I appreciate it. So let's not waste no more time. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified, just like Lisa in the chat, when I go live as well as when I drop my videos. So with that being said, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Let's go.
So recently, Drake had to amend his complaint. Originally, he had submitted a complaint in regards to everything about Not Like Us, talking about the reactors. That's when he had brought up Kai Cenat. That's when he brought up all these other creators, YouTubers alike. He had talked about them. He had talked about everything going on at the Grammys, the Super Bowl. He had mentioned these things in his lawsuit, in his complaint, right? Well, eventually later on, there was some things discussed later on after he had submitted this originally, and he had to go back and was ordered to remove things. But as he and his lawyers were ordered to remove things from the lawsuit, they were also able to amend it and add things to it as well. Now, one of the key things that they were ordered to remove was the Stream Farm allegations. Now, that was a really big deal when this had came into fruition because
this is not the Tay Too Smooth chat. It's crazy.
because the Stream Farm allegations were something that Drake was constantly trying to push, was constantly trying to say was happening, and eventually the judge had told them to remove it by Rule 11. So they had to remove the Stream Farm allegations that they had put here as a reference. As you can see here, the reference is in regards to...
Yo, Rebecca, when it comes to the Baca case, it's pretty simple and straightforward. And it was kind of interesting that people were saying this at the moment too, because they kind of split my answer into two different answers. So a lot of people were saying that she ran away, like she went and hid herself, like she ran like wherever, and then she's like in a cellar somewhere, right? And then some people were saying, oh, they probably just gave her hush money so that she don't need to come to court, you know, take the money, you're good, I'm sorry type, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people were not saying that. They probably provided a place to live as well as gave her hush money so they would never need to see her again. You know, she's probably all the way up north in Canada somewhere. You know, I know a lot of y'all don't know like the Canadian geography or the Canadian cities, but there's a lot of cities up north that people simply just do not go to. You know? So I wouldn't be surprised if she's way up there in the north with all them trees and animals and small towns. So it's definitely possible, no doubt. You know? I doubt she was killed, but you know why she was paid off. You know why she was paid off. You don't even like you don't even need to ask the question. It's almost like the question is rhetorical, because she has some information that can really damage Baca's career. So you know what they did? They say, you know what, here, take this money, take these keys to this new place, just go, hush money. That's all it is. That's literally all it is. I am Canadian. I'm from Ontario. Girl, you're from Ontario? That's what's up. Let's go. But you know, are you close to Toronto? Okay, so I feel like I don't know every village or every town up north, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's up by Parry Sound. Because Parry Sound is pretty dead. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would not be surprised. We got Quickie, bro. Salute to Quickie, bro. Welcome back, brother. Oh, Lee, but I wouldn't be surprised when it comes to that. I've been to Parry Sound before for like camping trips and all that, for like a cottage, you know. But like places like that is where they would probably send people like that, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. But let's keep going though. Let's keep going. Oh, you're in Guelph, 45 minutes down from the 401. That's crazy.
Academics talking to somebody, some whistleblower, saying that he was someone that was able to boost the streams for Not Like Us. But in the video itself, DJ Academics himself questions the person's credibility.
TW,
not only that, it never mentioned UMG. He never mentioned UMG. and this wasn't a reliable source. So they were ordered by the judge to remove this. And of course, this is a big win for UMG, considering this is the only claim that Drake had in regards to Stream Farm allegations. They weren't credible. They weren't reliable. They didn't come from a reliable source, so they had them remove it. A big W for UMG and everybody else on that side. The fact that Drake's lawyer had to sit there and watch a 40-minute clip of academics talk to this guy and they made him remove it completely is crazy, bro. This guy sat there and watched a 45-minute video of academics just to go back later on and remove it. Another thing that ended up getting added to this lawsuit was the Grammys and something that occurred at the Grammys. Drake brings up the time where Lucien Grange was seen high-fiving Dr. Dre. It says here, after the recording won...
Yo, these guys are reaching anywhere and everywhere they can see. It's just gone to a point where it's like, how much further do you need to reach to give up? Is my question. This man is putting in more work on the lawsuit than he did for his own rap battle against Kendrick. Like, bro, it's kind of embarrassing. Like, you're putting in more work on something that's not a part of your artistry. You're putting it into something that's against artistry. And people still like this guy for real? I'm not saying who you can like and who you can't like. But yo, if I look at this and I'm reading this and I'm paying attention to what everyone is saying about this, because everyone's giving their overall opinion, not just a biased opinion. Bro, why would I ever want to be a fan of you ever again? I can still like your music and not be a fan. Don't get it twisted. You know? But like, bro, this is beyond embarrassing, bro. Why can't he high five? That's a great question. Why can't he high five? You're not allowed to high five people now? Yo, Sharon, I'm on the same page with you, bro. I'm on the same page. When I saw that, I'm like, they gonna get him for that.
Record of the year, which is not like us, Sir Grange high-fived and hugged Lamar's longtime executive producer and musical mentor, Andre Romel Young, known professionally as Dr. Dre, while the recording played. On the Grammys official YouTube page, the clip featuring the high five does not contain the original audio of the recording, and they send all the links available for everybody to see that.
I respect it.
So, of course, Drake is going to bring up the Grammys. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar had won multiple Grammys for Not Like Us. He brings up the time where Lucien Grange, the owner of UMG, whatever the case may be, had high-fived Dr. Dre in the crowd celebrating Kendrick Lamar's win. With posts like this, it was kind of obvious that people knew that this was going to be something that Drake was going to add to the lawsuit. A lot of people probably saw that a mile away when they had saw this clip surface online. But if you ask me, it looks like two people who have done business with Kendrick Lamar are celebrating Kendrick Lamar's win at the Grammys. Lucien and Dre are just celebrating Kendrick Lamar's victory. But of course, Drake is going to try to use this in court and try to say something otherwise. Another thing that he decided to mention, which I find very hilarious, was Joe Budden. He decided to mention the Joe Budden podcast. In this amended complaint, he says in June 2024, one podcast host stated, "Not only do I not care that he, Kendrick Lamar, used bots, but I knew he did." In a podcast clip posted to his YouTube channel on June 23rd, 2024, he continued, "Y'all didn't know that Kendrick used..."
Yo, I literally remember hearing Joe Budden say this. I remember that episode vividly.
Bots? You thought that this was just the first time, miraculously, that a Drake record ever had more dislikes than likes? Or
they took it out of context. Oh my God, they took it out of context. Oh, nah, that's sick. That's evil right there, bruh. They took that out of context. You see how evil these people can be, bruh? These people are so evil for real, man. This is, wow. And the funny thing is, when you listen to what he was saying entirely and the topic they were speaking to, they were speaking about the reality is in the industry, there's going to be bots being used. Bots are going to be used. However, it's not the bots that they're claiming. The bots that they're looking to confirm are the same bots they use for Drake. They never use the bots It's so hard. This one's gonna be tough to explain. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be tough to explain. It's algorithmic. It's algorithmic. That's the thing. But to label it as bots, it kind of confuses everyone now. Because now it's just like, how many different kind of bots are out there? No. There's only supposed to be one bot. And that's supposed to be an auto bot that's supposed to push content. Everything else is the algorithm. The bot that they're looking for is something that's outside the algorithm. That's what they're trying to find throughout this lawsuit. It's not going to work, but that's what they're trying to find. And you know for a fact, Joe Budden is not going to run back what he said. He's old. He don't care no more. Joe Budden is gonna say what Joe Budden wants to say. He's not gonna like go back and just like reword things. He don't do that no more, bro. I watched the podcast long enough to know that. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. It's not gonna hold. That's the thing. And remember, with the podcast now, we gotta understand, like, podcasts are not credible sources. Even if somebody that worked in the music industry has their own podcast. Not saying that the podcast is not credible, but like, because there's so many other podcasts that are not, you can't really throw in a podcast saying this. So I don't know how the judge is gonna see this, but hey, who knows, bro? But that's out of context. That whole paragraph right there, and whatever comes after this that's attached to this, out of context completely. Wow.
Or you didn't know that was bots. Bots to me was part of how to win the war versus Drake. And we know this is Joe Budden because they add the hyperlink to the Joe Budden podcast where it says Joe Budden doesn't care that Kendrick Lamar used bots. But you know what's so funny about Drake deciding to reference the Joe Budden podcast is that everybody is pointing out what Joe Budden's podcast says in the beginning. Now, I don't think that Drake has ever watched a full episode of Joe Budden's podcast, but if you ever have...
That's why I love the Ville, my nigga. This is why I love this nigga, bro. If you gonna look at this shit, look at the shit entirely. I love this shit, bro. You better let them know.
This is what they say in the very beginning of every episode.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast as well as its hosts are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals.
Get 'em.
Do not have your best interests at heart or our own. Enjoy the show.
If you listen closely towards the end, you can literally hear Ish laughing while he's reading the last part. So, yo, take the Joe Budden podcast off of your damn lawsuit. Oh, my God. You can't make this up. Oh, you can't make this up. This is incredible. Yo.
Or telling you anything about themselves. Also, we do not encourage you to try this at home. We are trained professionals. Do not have your best interests at heart or our own. Enjoy the show.
Now, exactly what I said and exactly what I wanted to point out. This is how Joe Budden starts every single show. He tells you that it's for entertainment purposes only. He tells you that none of it is serious, none of it is real, and none of it is exposing, revealing, and indicting. I think indicting is the key word right here.
He says that so nobody can go to this podcast or any episode and use it as like evidence in court. Basically, by him saying this, he's a whole neutral party, and what you need to do is leave every piece of this podcast alone. Leave us alone. That's basically it.
So the fact that Drake is deciding to use a podcast where Joe Budden is openly admitting
Facts.
that none of this is real and none of it is supposed to be meant to be used to indict anyone, I don't know why Drake decides to go and use Joe Budden's podcast as reference when he himself is saying you shouldn't do that because none of this is serious. It's only for entertainment purposes only. Everything that Joe Budden could be chalked up as hearsay because no one could prove what Joe Budden is saying is true. But it was funny because everybody was talking about how Drake was using Joe.
You know they don't like, Rebecca, you know they don't like research. Drake's side don't like research. They just like to pick at things. They're literally just picking at things, bruh. Yo, give these guys community service so they can go outside and pick trash. Because you're moving stupid, bruh. You're making grown lawyer men look stupid, bruh, and it's embarrassing.
Joe Budden as a reference. Why would you use Joe Budden as a reference? When you mentioned Joe Budden in Taylor Made Freestyle, you had said this about Joe as well. In Tupac's AI voice, call him a biff for me. Talk about him liking him young. That's a gift for me. Heard it on the Budden podcast. It's got to be true. So as you can see here,
he
heard
really
it on the
don't
Budden
know.
podcast. It's got to be true. What did you hear on the Budden podcast? Talking about liking him young. I just think it's funny how Drake is using the Budden podcast as a reference when they've also
really do
referenced
want
that
his
Drake
money.
likes him young as well. That's what he said in Taylor Made Freestyle. Talking about liking him young because he heard it on the Budden podcast. I don't know why Drake would use Joe Budden as a reference when Budden has referenced Drake liking him young also. I don't know what Drake was thinking here. Well, in all honesty, I don't know why Drake would bring up Joe Budden. Everything that Joe Budden says is hearsay. He's even saying that it's hearsay. And it just seems foolish to reference Joe Budden's podcast when you had lyrics like this in Taylor Made Freestyle talking about Budden's podcast, where they're saying questionable things about you. Now, the list goes on. Obviously, they talk about Kendrick Lamar, the Super Bowl. They had to remove a lot of things. As you can see here, they removed a lot of things from the lawsuit.
Wow.
They had to remove a lot of things. It wasn't just 5 paragraphs. You know, Drake's lawyer had tried to say, oh, it's just 5 paragraphs that we have to take. No, they took out a lot, bro. I'm scrolling nonstop, and they removed a lot of stuff, bro. They had to take off a lot of things, bro. And whatever they removed, they added a whole bunch of baseless allegations, a whole bunch of baseless hyperlinks. Really don't take you anywhere. That doesn't really have any relevance. After a while, Drake and his lawyers just keep bringing up the Super Bowl, the accolades for the Super Bowl, how many people watched it. They also talked about Kendrick Lamar's YouTube channel. They mentioned his channel directly, basically doubling down on the Super Bowl, the Grammys, and everything else in between.
How are you going to go to this man's YouTube as if there's some major information? There's nothing there for you. Kendrick, he don't even post for real, bruh. Kendrick Lamar don't post. He don't do nothing. Like, bro, the only thing he's going to do on his YouTube is put out another song. He don't do any kind of posts telling us about anything. He said, here's a new music video, or, oh, here's a new song, whatever. Like, nah, man, I'm tired of this nigga, bro. This is embarrassing. Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's so disgusting to see someone literally at the top move like this. Bro, it puts a nasty taste in my mouth. Pause. Like, nah, bro, that's gross, man. Like, this is, and I feel like I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is so embarrassing, bro. Exactly, Rebecca. They bleeped it out. So what is there really to do with the Super Bowl? Oh, my goodness. They went to Dot's YouTube and wrote all the comments that were for real. They really did that. Those are the real bots. Whatever bots they sent over to write comments. Bruh.
At this point, if anything, I feel like they removed a lot of stuff and added a lot of baseless allegations with all of these new hyperlinks that you had saw on the screen. But the minute that Drake decided to amend his lawsuit and finally submit it, it looks like UMG did not waste any time responding to what he had just amended.
Bro, that just goes to show you who's grown and who's the kid. That just goes to show you who's who. Yo, grown men, we don't need to talk all the time, bro. You just sit back and just let things happen for real. That's literally what Kendrick's doing. Just sitting back.
Amended. UMG decided to respond to Drake by saying this statement right here. Insane. They said, UMG warns Drake to be careful what you wish for in new statement over the ongoing legal battle. They said, Drake, unquestionably one of the world's most accomplished artists and with whom we've enjoyed a 16-year successful relationship, is being misled by his legal representatives into taking one absurd legal step after another. In Texas last November, his counsel instituted a legal proceeding with much fanfare and bluster. On Monday, they quietly dropped the case. In New York in January, Drake's counsel filed a defamation lawsuit. Fearful of being sanctioned by the court for asserting false allegations, tonight they amended the complaint to withdraw them only to add more baseless allegations. 2 weeks ago, his representative celebrated a win, the granting of
He
a
really
routine
did.
discovery motion. That win will become a loss if the frivolous and reckless lawsuit is not dropped in its entirety, because Drake will personally be subject to a discovery as well. As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for. Both the Texas and New York proceedings are an affront to all these artists and creative expressions. Should his legal representative senselessly keep the New York lawsuit alive, we will demonstrate that all the remaining claims are without merit. It is shameful that these foolish and frivolous legal theatrics continue. They are reputationally and financially costly to Drake and have no chance of success. And obviously, the key thing to take away here is be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. The win that they're talking about is when Drake was granted the discovery to exchange information with UMG. That's when Drake was asking for the contracts. That's when he was asking for personal information, emails, all of this, right? UMG is doubling down and letting you know that this win is going to turn into a loss, because it goes both ways. If you get information, we get information. And that's something you don't want to do. UMG has done things, has mentioned things, I think, to make Drake feel uncomfortable, or maybe to make Drake feel some type of way, referencing things such as the incident on stage, the Millie Bobby Brown situation. They have mentioned these things in their lawsuit. And I feel like they have mentioned those things as a warning, letting Drake know we're not afraid to bring these type of things up.
Yo, bro, stand down. Be a good kid and stand down, bro. Because listen, anyhow this goes to trial, you know what they finna do to him. Boy, they don't even need to bring up the Marks Hotel. We know what they finna do to him for real, bro. He is cooked. He is cooked. Oh my God. You can't make this up for real, bro. This is yo. I feel like Drake's a puppet. I feel like Drake is a puppet, bro. There's no way there's someone this stupid. There's no way there's someone this blind. Bro, damn near everything you did is on Front Street. Shout out to Ebony Prince. Like, yo, what's going on, yo? This is crazy.
But them mentioning it, they never really gave him a cautionary warning. It was kind of like implied that we could bring things up that you probably didn't think that we would. They're not.
God, no, there's no way they're from
that
Canada.
Could probably alarm Drake in his mind, but they never really said anything as an outright warning. This right here is a straight up warning. This is letting them know to be cautious how you move moving forward. That discovery that you requested, you thought that was a win. That could turn into a loss when you find out what we're going to ask from you with your discovery. When we ask from the discovery from Drake, what is UMG going to ask for? What information are they going to ask for? Time, place, locations, people. Who will they bring up when they ask for the discovery from Drake? You see, this is still a warning, though. They're telling Drake, if you keep going, we're going to keep going further. And that's something you don't want to do. Either they're going to bring up something, and UMG has worked with Drake for 16 years. I think that's the whole point of them bringing that up in the first place. We've had a relationship with him for 16 years. If there's anybody that knows the skeletons in his closet, it's going to be UMG. Drake's lawyers only know what he tells them. Drake's lawyer doesn't know everything about Drake and the relationship that he has with UMG. He doesn't know the secrets that UMG knows about Drake, and he doesn't know anything unless Drake tells him. This right here is a warning. Should his legal representative sensibly keep the New York lawsuit alive, we will demonstrate that all remaining claims are without merit. It's shameful that these foolish, frivolous legal tactics continue. They are costly to Drake, and he has no chance. Reading between the lines, they're saying stop now because Drake can't afford to go any further, and he's not ready for us to reveal what we can if we ask for information from him for a discovery. I think UMG was being very indirect with their warnings in the beginning. This right here is a straight up warning, bro. This right here is a straight up watch
so
your step,
cooked.
watch what you do next. I think that Drake's lawyer is convincing Drake that he has an argument. I think Drake's lawyer keeps saying, hey, man, I think we got a battle. I think we got to win. I think we could win this. And I think he's feeding Drake this false hope that this lawsuit is going to win, that he's going to win this lawsuit. But realistically, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. From the outside looking in, it doesn't look like they're going to win at all. It looks like his lawyer is causing him more trouble than anticipated. And UMG is telling him to stop listening to his lawyer and start thinking for himself before it gets worse. What do you think that UMG knows about Drake in their 16-year relationship?
He's
what do you
cooked.
think that they could bring up that could cause Drake to
Anthony?
back down? Do you think that Drake will back down? Do you think that he'll still continue going forward? Do you think the lawyer, Drake's lawyer, will continue to feed things in his ear, make him think that he could win this case? From what I saw in the amended lawsuit and from what I saw from the things that were added, I don't think that it really would make a difference. They removed the Stream Farm allegations, and everything else added just seems very frivolous, like UMG had said. This thing is just starting to look one-sided. It looks like UMG is about to win this case. And at this point, it looks like they just want Drake to stop before they have to ruin whatever relationship they had built for the past 15 years. But y'all tell me how you feel about this in the comments. And
I ain't gonna lie to you, bruh. His career might be over. His career really might be over for real. Okay, let me not exaggerate. His career is not gonna be over. But at this point, it really looks like he's going to pack himself away. It literally looks like he's gonna pack himself away. And you know what's funny? Y'all know what's funny though? Cause like, yo, if you go around Toronto, or you go on like the Toronto like the Toronto profiles on like the Instagram accounts, if you go on those like Toronto like pages, I was trying to find one, I couldn't find one, but I've had people send me some of those articles, and if you would ever just see the comments, people saying like, oh, Drake got him. Drake got him. Oh, Drake is up right now. Drake got this. His light work. Let me see if there's something on Academics' channel. Or, what's it called? On his Instagram page. I would not be surprised if I see something. But yo, like, bro, how are people this dumb? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How are people this dumb? You know, if they had to go to court for this, UMG is going to scorch earth on Drake. Facts. Bro, it's not, it's just, this is so embarrassing, bro. This is literally so embarrassing. Like this is a different kind of just, like, we're cooked. We're cooked. I don't know how else to say it. We're cooked. Like, we are literally cooked. Hold on, let me see. All right, here. Let me switch my screen for a second. I found something on Academics' Instagram page. Pre this. Oh my god, bro. Like, yo, you can't make this up. Like, just going through some of these comments. Who the hell is that? Ugly ass. UMG also released Family Matters where Drake did the extra same thing to Kendrick. Drake is right. I don't care. Like, Drake sending the reports like... Okay, I'm seeing, like, before the comments that I was seeing, I was like, yo. Oh my god, this is corny. I'm so glad. If y'all ever saw the comments I saw that were earlier in this, oh my god. Drake is a walking L. Are you condoning this? Kendrick clears. Oh my god. But I was seeing comments like, yo, since UMG said that, that means Drake's got them on the ropes. I'm sitting there, I'm like, nigga, are you serious right now, bro? I'm glad that there's more people out there that are not saying BS. I'm glad about that, but it's like, man, this is frightening, bro. Like, this is scary, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. Hey, Slay is here. Hey, what's poppin', Slay? How you doing? I hope you're doing all right. How's your evening? Let me know how your evening is. Oh my god. I don't really have any final thoughts for this. I feel like we need to move past this. How do we fix this, bro? How do we fix this, man? Like, yo, Canada's looking sad right now, man. We're looking super sad right now. Oh my god, I don't know what to do at this point, bro. Ack worships Drake and simultaneously hates him. Yo, Ack needs to go too. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Someone else can take the position that Ack is in. Like, Kai Cenat can easily be the next academics. Well, hold on a second. Maybe not. But there should be someone out there that can take his position, no problem. That's all I'm saying. Ugh. If only this man understood what he's doing. If he understood the position that he's in. Anthony got a theory. What's your theory? Let me know what your theory is. Oh my god. Ugh. What else do I got? Yo, Rebecca, do you understand how much I've been saying that? Okay, Tiff, hold on a second. To be fair, the strategy that was put together to make people here love Drake is the reason why he's in the position that he's in. And at the same time, he's the reason why his career is crumbling right now. What's poppin', Vino? Hey, we got Vina here. What's good? Hope your day's going all right. Oh, welcome back. Good to see you again. What if Drake is never the one buying and using bots on his comments and stuff, but what if it was his fans? Nah. Like, think about it. How far these lanes would go for their guy. Bots aren't out of the question, and you know their narrative spinning. I see where you're going, and I agree with you to an extent. I wouldn't say it was the fans. I probably think it was someone a part of the UMG camp that was in charge of making sure Drake is the global success that everyone thinks he is. That's what I think, just going based off of your theory. But I see what you're saying, though. I wouldn't necessarily say it will be fans, but definitely there's somebody that's working behind the scenes that is pushing him. And they really showed themselves with the Scorpion album. That's what I think. All right. Let's go ahead. We got Chicks. The dude doesn't care anymore. He's laughing at everyone, including his fans. He doesn't care. Bro, what can I really say? Drake is just... He's whatless. You know? He's just whatless. Yeah. Yeah. It's valid. Because it doesn't make... It doesn't make sense that... Never mind. That'll be a whole different conversation. All right, let's go ahead. Let me hit the record, bro. We got Chink Smooth, bro. It's been a minute since I recorded Chink Smooth, bro. So let's go ahead. Second video for today. Fantastic Hip Hop is gonna be after this one. So let's go ahead, get this one started. Y'all know what time it is. It's intro time, bro. It is intro time, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single City Reactions, only on the Flex Man Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Chink Smooth. It's been a hot minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. This video is titled Drake Drags Joe Budden into Kendrick Lamar Lawsuit and UMG Issues Scary Final Warning. I don't know about y'all, but all I know is the fact that Joe Budden's name is dragged into this, not realizing that maybe you should not look at the clip, but look at the episode in itself, just shows this reach. This is what they're reaching for. Is just like the ending of the first Space Jam movie. Fact. It's not looking good out here, bro. It's not. This is actually a terrible move for them to take. Sorry, cause y'all just showed y'all don't do your research. Y'all grabbing straws right now, bruh. Y'all didn't do your research for real. That's embarrassing. If y'all watched the episode, y'all would know that there's a whole disclaimer at the top of the episode. And a lot of the times, because I watched the Joe Budden podcast every episode since I found them, yo, a lot of times in the show they say refer to the tag at the front. They always say that, whether if it's Parks, whether it's Ice, Ish, Joe, even Melissa says it, you know? But yo, they say refer to the tag at the front. If you watched what you were supposed to watch, you would have picked up on that. But you didn't. So what kind of research are y'all doing over there, bruh? Man, y'all looking sad out here for real, man. It's not looking good.
Chicks. Get ready. Know what to do, chicks.
And I just gotta say, look, make sure you like, comment. I almost forgot. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I go live, as well as when I drop my videos. And with that being said, let's go. For real now. I almost forgot. Goddamn.
Chink Smooth.
Hey, Chink Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Oh boy, here we go, you guys. Just when you thought you've seen it all with this Drake UMG lawsuit, once again,
Don't they kind of look like father and son? I'm joking, by the way.
and Drake has taken things to a whole different level. Now, last month on March 27th, the judge told Drake and his lawyers that if they want to amend any complaints, that they have to do it by April 16th, 2025. And on top of that, all of the amended complaints need to
That's
be
YouTube
filed
for
with
you,
a red
Rebecca.
line to show all the differences between the original filing and the revised filing. And that's exactly what we got last night, you guys. Drake and his team increased
Hey, Rebecca, do what you gotta do. We gonna figure this out soon, but it is what it is right now, you know? But let's keep going.
the amended complaints from 80 pages to now 107 plus pages. Now, in this new amended complaints, it was very, very interesting. Drake and his legal team alleges that Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show basically assassinated his character, and that Kendrick performing Not Like Us introduced new listeners to the recording, which caused even more people to be duped into believing that Drake was a PDF.
So what is it? No, hold on a second now. So what is it? Hold on. I want y'all to pick up on that too. Back that up a little bit.
And that Kendrick performing Not Like Us introduced new listeners to the recording, which
One more time.
caused Kendrick performing Not Like Us introduced new listeners to the recording.
So what is it, bruh? What is it that y'all are looking for? What? What is it you guys are looking for? Y'all just said, and I'm gonna play it one more time.
And that Kendrick performing Not Like Us introduced new listeners to the recording.
Bots where? Bots where? Bots where? Y'all literally just described what music do, bruh. That's what music do. And when you perform at a high stage, you're introducing the song to new people. What does that mean? New streams, you dumbass. Yo, you cannot make this up, bruh. There's no way. There's no way this is real right now, bro. Apparently, I'm a bot too, Rebecca. Oh my God, there's no way this is real. This is crazy. Y'all flip-flopping in y'all own shit. Flip-flopping. Oh my God. This is a waste of time. I'm a bot, I claim it. I'm dead. Yo, this is crazy. They don't know what they want. Oh, this is the biggest waste of time. This is the biggest waste of time. Oh my God. Hey, Lord Racer in the chat, what's good, brother? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. How's your day so far? How's your day, bro? Oh my God. Oh, there's no way. There's no... Y'all literally... Yo, what do you want? Oh my God. Hey, TW, I respect it, bro. Oh my God. Hey, that's up to you, bro. Lord Racer, that's up to you, bro. Regardless, salute for you to stop by, dude. This, you can't make this up. Yo, you can't make this up. Oh my God. Yo, we're literally wasting our time. We are literally wasting our time. Hey, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Oh my God, we are literally wasting. I want to hear that one more time. I'm sorry.
And that Kendrick performing Not Like Us introduced new listeners to the recording.
Kendrick Lamar performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl introduced new listeners to the recording. But then y'all are still trying to find bots. Y'all go run to the Joe Budden podcast to that specific moment in that episode, not realizing that they have a whole disclaimer, a whole tag at the front that's pretty much saying, keep our name out of your damn mouth. Oh, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Yo, I'm saying the same thing. Rebecca, I'm saying the same thing because what do you want?
Which caused even more people to be duped into believing that Drake was a PDF. Drake alleges that the Super Bowl performance and Kendrick Lamar choosing to omit the word pedophile during his performance affirmed his claims that the song's lyrics were defamatory. Now here's one of the funniest parts of this news.
He never said it. Oh no, it said omitting. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. No. So by him omitting it, affirmed his claims that the song lyrics were defamatory? Nigga, be so for real right now. The easy way to defend that is that we're on a national stage. The last thing we want to do is say anything that is just overall. We don't want to say any words that are considered censor words. So what we do is take them out. Kendrick Lamar found creative ways how to censor himself throughout that whole performance. You're literally hurt just about how they censored it. That's what you're hurt about. You're hurt about how they censored it. Nigga, you bitch ass nigga. You bitch ass nigga. Exactly. You can't swear, be vulgar, anything. Oh my god, y'all mad about how this nigga censored the word. But wait, hold on a second. Why are you so pressed about the word? If it's not true, then the word shouldn't affect you. People, but hold on a second. Weren't you the one to bring this up in Taylor Made Freestyle? Yeah, go ahead with that with the underage thing or whatever. What you had Tupac say. You brought this up. You brought this up. He never mentioned anything about it like that. Nigga, you brought this up. Oh my god. And you're mad about how he's... Guys, they're in shambles. They're in shambles. Guys, they're in shambles. They are in shambles right now, bro. They are in... Hey, just me talking about this is making me sick. Oh, I'm glad I got music to listen to today. I'm so glad I got music to listen to today. My favorite artist drop, as well as we got a track from JID that we're going to get into today. But, yo, my brain hurt. I ain't gonna lie, my brain hurt. Rebecca, my brain hurt for real, man. This is ridiculous. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God, bro. Yo, what's that DJ's name again? Hold on, I gotta do some research real quick. Let's keep going though. Let's keep going. I need to get my blood pressure checked. It's hilarious. My favorite rapper is Key Glock. Hands down. So I got this song right here ready. Favorite rapper easily is Key Glock. There's a lot of lyricists that I love, but sometimes I just want to just listen to some real shit. And I always go to Key Glock for that. Carrie Hilson's crazy. Oh my god. Let's keep going though.
New Drake amendments. If you guys remember previously, Drake included the whistleblower that DJ Academics had on stream. Well, in this new complaint, Drake and his team removed the whistleblower from the complaint, and instead, they added Joe Budden to reinforce their narrative. Yes, the same Joe Budden that Drake claims is not credible.
Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me. Heard it on the Budden podcast, it's gotta be true.
He's now using Joe Budden as a source of reference. As you guys can see in this red line, in June 2024, one podcast host stated, "Not only do I not care that he, Kendrick Lamar, use bots, but I knew he did." In a podcast clip posted to his YouTube channel on June 23, 2024, he continued, "Y'all didn't know Kendrick used bots? You thought this was just the first time miraculously that a Drake record ever had more dislikes than likes? Or you didn't know that was bots? Bots to me was a part of how you win the war versus Drake." Now, if you guys actually go watch that full clip on YouTube, Joe also alleges that Drake used bots as well. But, funny enough, Drake and his team made sure to not include that specific part in this new amendment.
Ack was on the stream last night during the finals breaking how he had a hacker in there or one of them...
bot runners in there.
Talking about how Kendrick purchased bots. He was talking about the invoice for those bots. He gave an example, put some fake likes and some fake followers on an Instagram page and a picture, so forth and so on. And there are some people up there in an uproar saying, hey, Kendrick is using bots. Why is everybody not talking about this? Where does my distinguished panel stand on the matter of Kendrick using bots in his Drake verse?
Oh, well, let me go first, please, because I can get out of here real fast.
Same.
That's why it's so beautiful when I keep telling y'all I don't give a fuck about streaming numbers. This conversation matters nothing to me.
Yeah, the people that are
care about the music.
The people that are complaining about the numbers and the bots and the dislikes and the likes sound like bots to me.
All of that shit is y'all shit that y'all care about. Oh, this one was charting here and the bots, this amount of streams in a day and a week. To us that don't stream, we don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
I never care about y'all streaming numbers. None of you niggas.
Back in what Ice said, I heard the music. I don't give a fuck about what you niggas is talking about. That nigga did his thing. Music is fire.
That's it.
That's it. Stop looking for new reasons to figure out why.
We were never supposed to use streaming numbers as a source to back up our to any point we have. Streaming numbers are not for us. I want to make that clear right now. Streaming numbers are not for us. It's for the corporations and the labels. That's what streaming numbers are for. So I completely agree with what Ice is talking about. I don't care about streams. I don't care about the most streamed song, whatever. Does the shit sound good? Like, my nigga, does your music sound good wherever I go? You know, can I go into a club and listen to your music and it's gonna ring off in the club? You know? If one of my DJ friends, DJ off nights, if I go to Royal Electric in Guelph and I hear my boy Off Nights over there going off, is it gonna sound good? Especially if he wants to mix it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's keep it a stack right now, bro. Oh my God. This is so embarrassing.
It's bad it went the way it went.
No, that's y'all fault because y'all justify everything with numbers.
It's over.
Oh, because it did this, that means it's better than this that did that. Nobody cares, bro. Do you like the song? Do you don't like the song?
No one said, yo, Drake had mad dislikes on his post, so he obviously lost the battle.
Yeah.
No, but some of them did. That's why they went into this.
That's weird.
They justify everything with these YouTube numbers, likes and dislikes and comments. That's all
and
y'all
if he
shit.
did use bots, he won the battle in real life and in the Matrix. That's it.
I'm going to take it a step even further than what y'all saying. Not only do I not care that he used bots, but I knew he did.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Cool.
What else is there to y'all didn't know that Kendrick used bots?
No, and I
You
didn't
thought
care.
that this was just the first time miraculously that a Drake record ever had more dislikes than likes, or you didn't know that was bots? Bots, to me, was a part of how you win the war versus Drake.
Yeah, this new age war, yeah.
If you didn't do it, Drake was going to do it.
Even what he's saying doesn't make sense. Even what he's literally saying doesn't make sense because the whole world responded. The world responded. The world stood up when Kendrick was on like that. He came out of nowhere. There was no names listed. There was no names listed on that album. Kendrick literally came out of nowhere on a Future project. The world stood up. The world stood still. It was like the Harlem Shake came back for a little bit. Or the Black Beatles challenge. Bro, like, nah, I don't agree with that statement. I understand where he's coming from. But I don't want to say he's confusing anything because he's still Joe Budden, but he's speaking about the algorithm, my nigga. He's speaking about the algorithm. The bots are adjacent. The bots are just something on the side. That's like another program outside the algorithm that you use to help push the algorithm. I don't know, bro, no. Rebecca, I believe you. Trust me. I've been to Guelph, and I've been to some parties in Guelph. They were playing the shit out that song out there. Same thing if I was to go to McMaster or go to Laurier. Just these are the universities here. But if I was to go to any of these university parties, college parties, bro, everybody was playing Not Like Us. The reason why they Baca and all those OVO people went around and stopping those DJs from playing Not Like Us is because they were playing it too much. It wasn't about them like, oh, don't play that shit here. Nah, they were playing that way too much, bruh. Playing it way too much. Drake can't even decide if he wants to grow his hair or cut it, or if he wants to braid it or just keep it out. He don't know what to do with himself right now, bruh. That's why he got a man unit on. I don't care what nobody says. That man got a man unit in his head. That's a man unit. Ain't nobody can change my mind. Yeah, what Anthony said. It's all love in the Flex Mob chat. Come on, now.
He probably did.
No, he did. He did. But because he lost in the fashion that he lost in, it seems to be a select.
Bro, and yo, even to add on to your point, brother. Yo, the anniversary for Not Like Us is about to come up. We're literally, the anniversary is coming up just now. On the 30th, we got the anniversary to Euphoria coming out. And 5 days after that, we're going to be celebrating Not Like Us all over again. The 1-year anniversary of the song. I won't be surprised if Not Like Us returns to #1 spot. What are you going to say then? What are you going to say then? Because literally we're all here remembering you getting your ass beat. Everybody's stomping you out. A good old-fashioned stomp out. When Not Like Us comes out, bro. Wait, I can't wait till that anniversary, bro. Oh my God, I cannot wait. You still hear it in London? Oh yeah, that's GG's. That's GG's. But okay, I understand what you're saying, Rebecca. But in Toronto, it's too biased. Everyone loved Drake too much. That's the thing. That's why I want to like. I'm not saying I want to lead a charge or make a drastic change, but we got to make some changes, bro. We got to make some changes because we put too much stock into one person and we forgot about the others around them. We put way too much stock in on him. It's not looking good right now, man. It's not looking good for us.
Crowd out there that continues to not lose gracefully. Like they keep trying to find different ways to put smut on Kendrick. Not saying that maybe some of the smut is not warranted, but hip hop has kind of crowned him the winner of the beef. None of the bots and the stories, the fabricated, none of that's going to change this. I'm not mad at whoever this is. Also, Ak, you got to know that any Drake news coming from you looks away now.
Now, I'm not sure if citing a podcast that clearly tells you at the beginning with a disclaimer, hey, we are not professionals. We are basically just talking shit amongst friends.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by this podcast as well as its hosts.
That is hilarious. I don't like Toronto. Sorry, man. I just don't. That city gone to shit in the last 5 years. Hey, listen. You see, everybody that's in the chat that's not from Canada, you see what Rebecca's saying? To be honest, I can give you way more than 5 years. I can give you at least a decade Toronto's not been looking good. Y'all reading what Rebecca's saying? Drake stepped on a ton of amazing Canadian hip-hop artists. We need to figure out how to uplift them. The same thing I've been saying. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. There's so many of us here that are saying the same thing. How was it only Drake this whole time and nobody else? Bro, the gatekeeping that's been going on here is disgusting. And I need more people to know about this because we need to kick those gates open. We need to kick those gates open, bruh. It don't look good. It don't look good at all. Exactly. I've been saying that. Oh my God. And Rebecca, I completely understand. I completely understand. We need to change something here, bruh. But the thing is, everyone is scared. Everyone's scared to say something, to change something. Everyone's afraid. Bro, there's so much talent here. But ain't nobody want to do nothing because they're afraid of going up against the boy. We used to have amazing live performances in Guelph. Maybe we need to somehow bring it back to the city. Listen, honestly, that should be in every major city. Every major city or cities that have a university. Or hell, just go to the university and perform. You know, there's times when we had Travis Scott pull up here for performances at certain universities. Namely, UTM, University of Toronto, Mississauga in Toronto. Yo, join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord. Yo, Sharon, join the Discord, bro. Join the Discord. Anything Canadian, I can send directly to you on Discord. Join that. If anything, hold on. Let me go get the Discord link real quick. Let me go get the Discord link real quick. Yo, listen. The Discord is there for everyone to join it. Rebecca, you can join it too. Hold on. Sorry, Tiny. I don't mean to kick away your wonderful message, but I'm going to just replace it with the Discord link right there. But yeah, Discord is open to anybody to join until I say otherwise. All is welcome. I can kick you music there, no problem.
Are for entertainment purposes only. I repeat, it is not serious. It is not real. No one is exposing, revealing, indicting, or telling you anything about themselves.
All right, bet.
Also, we do not encourage you to
and
try
I
this
agree
at
with
home.
you too. We need to find some way to have like some decent concerts. It's like we have all these artists here, and then when they perform, nobody pulls up. So now they're forced to be in small venues, and they don't really get paid from that. Because at the end of the day, it's a big sacrifice for a lot of these people to be an artist. Some of them are purposely working in warehouses to make their life kind of easier, so it'll be better for them to be an artist instead of being their career that they went to school for. You know? Tiny, relax.
We are trained professionals who do not have your best interests at heart, or our own.
Now, Drake also claims that some Spotify users have raised concerns about the song coming up when you search for new releases
facts.
by
TW,
Drake
facts.
or for any other artist. And you guys want to know who Drake cites as the sources? His Twitter fan pages. Keepsake Solid, OVO members, these are all pro-Drake Twitter pages. Now, as always, UMG was very quick to put out a response back to Drake and his legal team, and this time they are not messing around. They said 2 weeks ago his representatives celebrated the quote-unquote win, the granting of a routine discovery motion. That quote-unquote win will become a loss if this frivolous and reckless lawsuit is not dropped in its entirety, because Drake will personally be subject to discovery as well. As the old saying goes, be careful what you wish for. God damn. Listen, man, you guys make sure you go check out the full amendments for yourselves. Do you guys think Drake and his legal team have a shot at winning this? Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
Man, you can't make this kind of nonsense up for real, bro. You cannot make this. This is It's just gotten to a point where it's like, yo, we have a problem. And we don't know what to do. How do we fix this? Because either way we see it, Drake is cooked and it's never going to look the same ever again. I also agree with what Rebecca's saying too. It depends on which part of Canada, but if you're dealing with Vancouver or Torontonians, nah, they gangster. They gangster for real. You can say some other parts of Canada too, but I just never really took the time to explore. But that's just based on my common knowledge. Yo, Rebecca's preaching right now. We really do need to stop bitching about it, but it's like, it's not a one-man show at this point. We need a group of individuals to make this change. It's like we need to put together like some sort of coalition or something. Maybe like, but at that point, it's almost like you're making a label. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really necessarily want to make a label, but I do want to make maybe like a council, something like that, town hall, something. I don't know. It's going to take a lot of brainstorming. That's all I know. Anyway. Let's see. I got fantastic hip hop here. They're probably going to be talking about the same thing. Oh, no. Let me take that back. They're going to talk about the same thing. Do I really need to watch this again? Do I really need to watch the same thing over again, or do I need to move on? I'm going to let y'all decide that one. Because I feel like it's just getting repetitive at this point. I understand it's a different perspective, but it's still the same thing at the end of the day. So... yeah, I don't need to see it. All right, Tiff. Tiff said so. All right, Rebecca, I don't disagree, but at that point right there, that's when I have to go around and start finding people that are willing to make that change too. And who knows how long that's going to take. And Tiny is absolutely right. We got to grow the platform as well. You know? Subscriber base is great where it's at right now, but we're just getting started. There's so much more we can do here. So much more. Okay. Am I getting into music? Do we need a break? Do we get into music? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. I've never heard this song before. Yes, but you have to realize you also need the connections to things to make something for the people to work with. Yeah, that's another thing too. I don't know. So it's like I gotta be here, but also be outside. So basically, don't be like academics. Don't be like academics and stay inside all the time. I agree. Yeah, we need to engage in the comment section more as well. You're not wrong. Music, yes, music, please. Shoot. I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like with Key Glock, cause I ain't gonna lie, this man don't miss. Oh, yo, I just realized Raw Talent's here. Yo, bro, what's good? What are you saying, bro? How's your day? You know, I hope you're doing all good, all right, and everything. So, you know, shout out to Raw Talent. Come on now, y'all know the vibe. Man, that word, man, networking. That word, that you speaking truth right there. Rebecca, you speaking some truth right now. The same word that I learned about in my when I went to Sheridan College for Advertising and Marketing Communications, that word, I just heard it in every class. I'm like, damn. Ugh. And when I worked security in Toronto, I was doing some really good networking. But I also lost my sleep schedule. Ugh, I don't know. React to act. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay, so Raw Talent, here's the thing though. You can definitely network in Canada, but the way you have to network is almost like you got to be to network in Canada. No. To network in Toronto and to actually build like your to build a proper network, you need to be Team OVO. You need to be Team OVO to network in Toronto. Because those are the same people that are way higher, that are way up there, that have the connections that you might need. But they're Team OVO. Fortunately, I know some people in music, so I get it. Don't do it in Toronto. That's the first mistake. Valid. Have I planned on watching the Gatorade act? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Tiny, I already watched it. I ain't gonna lie. I already did a reaction to it. And to be honest, the reaction's already ready to be uploaded. I was gonna upload it. I was gonna like take some time to upload it around like 7 or so, to be honest. But like I already have the reaction ready to go. So it's around like 6:30 right now. So Jesus. Yeah, I already seen it, but I can watch it back for y'all. Don't get it twisted. I can watch it back. In fact, yo, hold on. I can run that just now. What's going on with Gatorade? I'll show you. I will show you. And Chick Smooth is live. That's crazy. Go to my history real quick. Where is it? 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 Damn, it was that far back? No, screw it. Gatorade commercial. The sweating orange Gatorade. Do not kill me. Yup. Here. Let me get this. Eagles fly. Let me get this popping for y'all. We gonna check it out together. I seen it already. But this is for anybody that has not seen it yet. Doc can do anything. Facts.
Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
How much are you willing to lose? Take the 65 give. Losing steam, losing players, losing sweat.
I'm sorry.
A drink that hydrates better than water.
I had a friend show me it and I couldn't look away.
Sweat more.
And then I saw the video. I'm like, screw it.
Because when you do that, you can surpass the hype. You can inspire generation after generation. You can compete against anything, even gravity. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Expectations, you wouldn't understand. Or even yourself. So how much sweat are you willing to lose? That's how you know how much you're willing to win. Pickable.
That was gas. I ain't gonna lie, bruh. And apparently Kendrick Lamar is the first. Kendrick Lamar is the first rap artist to be featured in a Gatorade commercial. Ugh. What can I say? Ugh, what can I say? Oh man, that song is going to haunt Drake. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say at all, man. This man Kendrick is different. Yo, for real, any nigga that sweats orange Gatorade is not to be played with, no cap. Ugh. Wait, what's going on? What do you mean I got some explaining to do? Slay, what you talking about? I ain't got no explaining to do. I just watched it. I just watched the... I did not see that yet. Actually, I think it's this Wayno video right here. I could watch that. I kind of want to get into some music, though. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want to get into some music.
Poppin', y'all. Welcome back.
I ain't gonna... This set. This is good. This is Wayno right here. I like this. This looks really good. But I want to get into some music, though. I want to get into some music. I want to listen to this, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Nah. I'm gonna hit this record button. We are betrayed? Betrayed how? Because I watched it? Alright, next time. Okay, you know what? Next time, I'm gonna make sure not to watch these things until I'm here with y'all. How about that? I'll do that next time. It's just that I had my friend show me it. Then I saw a video about it because since I already saw it, I might as well watch a video about it. And then I watched the video. And I'm like, yeah, that was pretty much a reaction. Alright, I'll make sure to do that next time. Wait, huh? Promo. Yeah, what he said. Anyway, look. I need to do this. This one is for me. This one is for me. This is my favorite artist, Key Glock. I gotta listen to this. And he's dropping his album, what, at the end of the month, I think? Or no, is it May 4th? I think it's May 4th, one of those days. But Key Glock is coming soon. So I need to hear that. I need to hear that. But enough talking. Y'all know what time it is. We got to get started. Let's go. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex My Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. We got Key Glock here. And I ain't gonna lie. The man don't miss. The man do not miss at all. Key Glock does not miss. This is my favorite artist right here. Hands down. Hands down, bruh. The last song that he dropped, I think it was No Sweat, if I'm correct. But the first one was 3 a.m. in Tokyo. Both of those songs hit. So who knows how this song is going to go. This song is called The Grinch. Official audio by Key Glock. Let's not waste any more time. I just want to press play so bad. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Shout out to the live chat. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to the future subscribers. I'll see y'all soon. And with that being said, let's go ahead and check this out. We only got 2 minutes. It's short. It's short, but let's go. Let's go. I'm just so excited right now, bro.
Yeah.
This shit already sound tough. I like that.
I've been running wild since a jit. Grandma never raised a bitch.
He don't miss, bruh. This nigga don't miss. Hold on a second. This nigga don't miss for real.
Jumped off the push, picked up a stick. 14 turned into the Grinch. You Mustang heard I take it.
Yo, that. This is gas. This is gas.
Jumped off the push, picked up a stick. 14 turned into the Grinch. You Mustang heard I take your shit. Nan that glitz, I took your bitch. Pussy ass nigga better play with his clips. I don't know what you thought, but that ain't.
Nah, this nigga different, bro. This nigga is different. Oh my God. You don't like it? Too bad. This is me right here. This is me. That's a Curtis Mayfield sample? See, that's why you DJ, bro. Glock is criminally underrated. He's criminally underrated. You get commercials at the wrong time. Hey, we got TT here. What's good, TT?
I've been running wide since a G. Grandma never raised a bitch. Jumped off the push, picked up a stick. 14 turned into the Grinch. You Mustang heard I take your shit. Nan that glitz, I took your bitch. Pussy ass nigga better play with his clips. I don't know what you thought, but that ain't this. Nigga, this ain't that. Hey, I don't wear skinnies cause the big ass rack. Hey.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the reason why I like Key Glock. The beat selection, his flow on the beat. Not saying that he's a lyricist or anything, but he definitely got wordplay. And he got some bars. Not saying it's groundbreaker or anything like that. Sometimes you need to listen to somebody where it's like, you just need to take a break from everything. You know? And when I listen to Key Glock, I kind of just like, I kind of get that moment to just breathe a little bit, you know? If I want lyrics, I can go to Cole, I can go to Kendrick, I can go to Pusha T, I can go to Jadakiss, I can go to so many different artists that I have on my playlists, you know? If I want that. If I want hits, Key Glock is at the top of the list, bro. Key Glock is definitely at the top of the list if I want hits. Sounds like the same old ish. Another thing about Key Glock is that one thing he's gonna do, and what's it called? Sharon picked up on it. His sample choices, his sample selection is quite immaculate. His sample selection is quite immaculate. I'm not trying to say like, oh, he's the artist to listen to. Oh, this is like he's like what's it called? He's like the best artist in the world. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying he's my favorite. That's it. That's all I'm saying. And I feel like Key Glock can be like way more famous than where he's at right now. It's just that nobody's really listening or looking out for music like this. He's decent, and that's valid. I'm sure a lot of y'all not gonna understand it, but when it comes to me, this resonates really well with me. You know?
Heard you talking pillow, get your bitch ass back. Look, bro, ride around with a big ass Mac. Getting rich ain't hard, just get it and stack. I'm getting too much money, might buy me a ring. When I'm hustling, I don't show no slack. This money got me turned to the max. Ain't turned down for what? That wire just came in today, is up. If you know, I don't give no fuck.
I just get quiet.
Beef and I don't make up. Yeah, bitch, I'm him, what? I'ma hate fuck. Me, myself, and I.
R.I.P. Dog, no doubt. Pristine gangster swag rap. He learned from one of the greatest independent rappers ever. So this is fire. Long live Dolph. Really? That's interesting. But yes, long live Dolph, bro.
English like she waiting on this. I've been running wild since a G. Grandma never raised a bitch. Jumped off the push, picked up a stick. 14 turned into the.
This is the kind of music I be driving to. I be driving to this kind of music, and I just be like, man, it just feel good driving to listen to this. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This is like I said, this is for me. This is for me right here.
Grinch, you Mustang heard I take your shit. Nan that glitz, I took your bitch. Pussy ass nigga better play with his clips. I don't know what you thought, but that ain't that. Been running wild since a G. Grandma never raised a bitch. Jumped off the push, picked up a stick. 14 turned into the Grinch. You Mustang heard I take your shit. Nan that glitz, I took your bitch. Pussy ass nigga better play with his clips. I don't know what you thought, but that ain't this.
Nah, this shit hard, bro. want to be the best ever? You want to be the best rapper? That is definitely some UGK energy right there. And that's completely valid. You know, that's completely valid, Rebecca, you know? Everyone has their own taste in music. My taste in music is just that I like so much different kinds of sounds. You might get surprised by what I like. Because I have my brain and my mind in different areas and genres of music. Bro, like, I could like this kind of rap, and then I can mess around and I can go over and like some bands. I can come back and love some R&B. Or I can go over here, like some reggae dancehall, but come over here, like some Afro beats. Go over there, listen to some Spanish music, some merengue, some something to bachata too, or bachata. I hope I said that right. You know, like, I'm all over the place with music. 6 out of 10, valid. I give it a 8.5 if I'm going to keep it a stack. Probably. I have one thing that I do is that I like to give things a car test. You know? When you drive around, you listen to this, it's going to hit different, no doubt. But regardless, this is going on my playlist. But anyway, that's enough of that. All I need to say is that I can't wait for that album, bro. I can't wait for that album for real. Holy. What about some JID? I know JID dropped. No, it's definitely something chill, like sit back kind of music. He needs to shake earth with the creativity to get you. Valid. That's completely valid, bruh. You know? But some JID, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like JID finna go crazy on this one. Hit the like. Yeah, listen to Slay. Hit that like button. Because the sample is a 7, valid. This is completely valid, bruh. For me, I always have a different artist for a different mood, for a different setting, and for a different vibe. So I'm gonna have a lot of different favorite artists, you know. Honestly, I don't need to explain no more. We already there. Why am I sneezing so much, bro? Damn. All right, let's go ahead and check this. Actually, hold on. Let me hit the like button. Let me hit that record button. Really? JID is fire, bro. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Rebecca. You know? I'm curious about this one, though. Check out some JID. Let's go ahead and get started, bro. And, you know, I haven't done enough music reactions. So I'm gonna give him a shot again, you know? I'm gonna give the music reactions a shot again. So let's go ahead and get into this one. You never heard of JID? You never heard of JID? Girl, what? You never heard of Dreamville JID? He's part of Dreamville. Girl, come on. You can't say that. Never heard of JID? That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, you gonna find out right now. Y'all right here. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I go live, as well as when I drop my videos. Shout out to the live chat up above. I appreciate every single one of y'all. No cap, bro. Thank you for being engaged in the chat. I appreciate y'all. Let's have some fun. We're gonna listen to some JID, J-I-D. Song is called Work, the visualizer. With that being said, let's go ahead and check it out. I know a JID is gonna be nice. I want to see what kind of flow we be on today. So let's go. What is going on? Oh, this a club track. Okay. Okay, this is a club track. This. Okay, I see where we're going.
Drive if it was 1955 and I'm on 85 doing 95 in the 1950s.
Brother, slow down. Brother, is there closed caption on this? Unavailable? Oh yeah, we going off a fly then. We're going off on the fly. Let's go.
Two dodge, I done seen so much with two eyes, I don't even feel away. Just neutralizing, been criticizing, been scrutinized. It ain't shit to me. I'm just shooting flies. It ain't shit to me. It's just you and I, and then me and God and my crew of guys. They can't get to me. Lord knew they tried, but like Denzel Washington and Book of a
Yo, do you see what I'm saying with Jin? Holy, nah, this boy different, bro. This boy different. He reminds you of someone else, you just can't put a pin on it. Hey, that's valid, but yo, whoa, flow.
Niggas moving blind and a little behind. And if you forgot, here's a little reminder that I'm still chopping wood, still grinding, still rhyming. Popping in, I be on kill timing. In a rough, I'm like a real diamond. In a cut, I like a chill climate. Pretty much, I'm just a cool nigga. You don't wanna see me cool, try me. I've been working on my attitude. Don't know what I'm about to do about it. But I know I'm about to act a fool in a bad mood. So I'm taking it out of my work.
Get your ass.
I thought it was going to be a club record because it just said, get your ass up. But nah. This is, this is different because the way he's rapping, doesn't work in the club, but the way the song is built works in the club.
Eyes, boy, they gotta be sick and tired. I showed them I do it like it was an exercise, and I did it like 20 times. You know that I rode with the guys, the same kind, unified, simplified. Better stay on your side to play with the crimes that place me inside the insane asylum. Nigga playing stupid, you don't see the sign, you don't feel the vibe, you can't hear the sirens. Repetition, niggas need reminders. I clutch a 40, it'll clear your conscience. Reputation, I've been working honest. I'm a Georgia boy, but I'm Atlanta's finest. Going door to door, I'm trying to organize it. I restore the feeling and fulfill a promise. No one talk about Grammy. First up, nigga got pay homage.
Where was that? No. It's too much. Too much in the front end, but the back end, bro, where was that wordplay?
Reputation, I've been working honest. I'm a Georgia boy, but I'm Atlanta's finest. Going door to door, I'm trying to organize it. I restore the feeling.
Too much of that. But when he gets to this,
no one talk about Grammy. First up, nigga got pay homage.
Where was that? You should, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed. I thought I was gonna get like, this is the kind of beat you have fun with. You're supposed to have fun with this. You're too serious.
Step 2, step 3, like Bron and Brian. Take off the head of a giant. Step 3, nigga, fuck them, just me. So I get that. Gotta keep that. Watch nigga let Ron burn like a lit match. Let grown men get down low. I heard they starting to look at the nigga. I guess I really am the pick of the litter. I'm sipping liquor like a leader. Bigger, you need a leader. I can come and deliver the victory. But again, revenge is bittersweet. In the end, I win like Andy Reid. In the stone cement, Smith to be on the throne. The king with enemies.
I take out my shirt, take out my shirt. I'm taking out. Okay, I'm taking out Earth today. Got paid on the first today.
No. This song is gonna work, but it's not gonna work for long. It's not gonna work for long. This is like another throwaway. This is something you just throw to the club straight. Here, run this up. Nah, I feel like you're gonna get a lot of good mixes out of this, but you're probably not gonna play the original unless you push it. You'd have to push this to make this work. Yeah, nah, nah. I'm literally looking at it right now, like how this would fly. Too much speed rapping, bro. It's not gonna work. Like, ain't nobody's gonna run to this song. Honest opinion, but ain't nobody gonna run to this song.
So come to my place, she make it a shake. I take them to work.
Lift with your legs, little bro.
No, you're gonna get a lot of good mixes out of this, but this song is not really gonna have the replay value. I ain't gonna lie. I gave it a shot. Kind of disappointed with that one. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I felt like I was expecting more from that, but is what it is. Is what it is. I'm kind of disappointed with that one. I'm not gonna lie. And this is Jid we're talking about. This man got his certification from J. Cole. So what happened, bro? You were right there. I ain't gonna lie. Not all of Dreamville, but definitely majority of Dreamville, bro. I'm kind of like JID. He needs to leave Dreamville, bro. The same way how Earth Gang left Dreamville, this guy gotta leave Dreamville too, bro. Cause I thought it was gonna fly for real. I thought that was really gonna, like, you know. I'm kind of disappointed with that one. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, getting some Wayno. Man, that kind of irked me a little bit. I was expecting more. Dreamville bore you. Hey. That's facts, though. The last... the J. Cole cosign don't mean much is hilarious. And that's valid, too. But Stick was fire. Stick was absolutely fire, and that's why I was, like, right there with it. But, like, bro, I don't know what the hell is going on at Dreamville, but they need a... Hey, yo, Raw Talent, that's a tall glass of water you just put out there, bro. Hey, man. Ugh. Anyway, let me go ahead, hit the record button. Let's get started, getting some Wayne. What time is it, by the way? Oh, wow. Not even 2 hours yet, and I'm still chilling. High energy. This is good. This is good. Way too much hype for real. All right, look. We got Wayno here. Big salute to Wayno. Shout out to Wayno, no doubt. Definitely one of my favorites that I like to run to for, like, any kind of news, anything like that. Get his thoughts, anything. Let's go ahead and get started. We got a little intro to get to, and we're going to get into the video real quick. Don't worry. Just hold on a second. Let's go. Let's work. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions, only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. Yo, we got Wayno here, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a long, not necessarily a long time, but it's been like a couple days or something like that since I watched the Wayno vid. But I'm here, though. This video is titled, Lil Wayne Didn't Know Singing Not Like Us Would Have Been a Diss. I'll do it myself. Hey, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I go live, as well as when I drop my videos. With that being said, let's not waste no more time. We got Wayno. Let's go. Talk to me, bro. And shout out to the live chat, too, bro. Y'all see them going crazy up there, bro? I love those guys for real. Let's go.
Poppin', y'all. Welcome back to I Do It Myself. It's Friday. It is Friday. We made it through another week. I don't know if y'all was on there, but if you haven't, check out my stream. I'm saying, check out my stream. You will be judged. We be on there listening to music. I was on stream yesterday for 3.5 hours. Man, it was a journey. For the ones that I didn't get back to that was sending the supers, we back Saturday. I'll let y'all know the times. We usually do Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. till 10.
Y'all know the vibe.
Saturday may be a little bit different. I'll let y'all know Saturday early on a post on the community feed. But today we talking about Lil Wayne. You know, Lil Wayne, he did a piece with Rolling Stone. Andre G is the one who did the story.
Hey,
and I gotta
to
salute
Rebecca.
him. Reading
We
the story,
appreciate
he had
you.
to chase Wayne a lot. It seemed like, you know, like back in the days when journalists had to run around to get, you know, good interviews, and it's a little bit different dynamic because it's been a minute since I've sat down and read an entire interview, and I didn't read it in a magazine. Excuse me, I didn't read it in a magazine. So, you know, I like where Wayne is at in his life. Him being 42, going on 43 like myself, 82 babies and all that.
Damn.
He seems to have like a bit of clarity as far as like just what he wants in life and what he needs to do. Now, there's some things in there that we're going to talk about and we're going to address. But for the most part, he's talking about, you know, just being around his family, loving sports, loving what he's doing with music. No matter what he does, he goes to the studio. And, I mean, I think, like, that's what it's about. When I was coming up in music, that's all it was about. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what was going on, if you had a show, if you had a photo shoot, you always ended up at the studio because that was the basis and the foundation of everything that you was doing. So, you know, there's this one part in here when Wayne says, he was basically being asked about, like, how does he feel about being slighted about things? And he answers, he says, imagine you're the player coach still averaging 30 a night, and a nigga asking you, hey, do you feel slighted that they didn't put you in the coach type of conversations?
Thank you for reminding me, Rebecca. I
He says,
appreciate you.
no, I'm still dropping 30 a night. I'm fine being the best rapper. And then you just
Go
find
ahead and
out,
get this started.
oh, he owns Young Money too. I mean, I feel like when Wayne talks about certain things, he has like this obscure view that comes from like this point of view where he's like this caveman that doesn't know anything. And that's what I'm really going to address towards the end of the conversation that we having today. But I mean, I think that people love and respect Wayne. I mean, I still love and respect Wayne as an artist, but I think that some of the stuff that he may say.
I'm almost at 2.8 subs. When did that happen? What? wait. I'm almost at 2.8 subs? Oh, shoot. Hey, shout out to Flex Mobb. Shout out to the Flex Mobb. I love y'all guys, man. Holy, that caught me off guard. Damn.
I don't know if he thinks people don't look at him a certain way like that. You know what I'm saying? I always say that I felt like Wayne was one of the most disrespected rappers when it comes to just rapping. Now, there's a conversation to be had outside of rap when he says things or does things.
Just notice.
And it changes your perception on him at that moment. But if we talking about just go to the stats, like, you know what I mean? Like, just go to the stats. Don't talk about the off the court. Just go straight to the
Big
stats.
flex,
When I mean stats, I'm not talking about Billboard and all of that. I'm talking about skill set. I'm talking about at one point in time how when he said best rapper alive.
But let's keep it a stack, though. We know Wayne is like, I'm not saying like he's slow, but he's not there half the time. It's like, ain't nobody up here. You know what I'm saying? But like, you can kind of see there's almost like there's a Young Money influence behind how he speak, because they're still trying to move as a conglomerate. That's my own opinion. That's my own thought. Of course, everybody has the power to have their own thoughts and opinions. But I think him saying this is kind of like a business move in a sense, because it's better to... What? How you say it? Mr. Best? Yo, shout out to Mr. Best for your subscription. I think that's crazy. Hold on, let me see this for a second. Hold on. I need to do a little investigation. Holy. Wow. Screenshot. I'm gonna screenshot that, bro. Wow, I've never thought I'd see that. That's good luck right there. I'm at 2,777. My favorite number's a 7, by the way. That's my favorite number. Lord have mercy. Ain't it great? Anyway, let's keep going. My bad. Hold on a second. Let me go back. I'll be all over the place, bruh. I swear to you. Let me go back to the video.
Everybody felt like that was such a disrespectful thing for him to say, how he was able to like make that claim be a little bit higher based on the work that he was putting in. Now, music's subjective. You know what I'm saying? Music's subjective. To me, I hold certain artists in certain places that can't be moved, that can't be removed, that can't be moved around. Wayne is one of them that I feel like he doesn't have to acknowledge it. Like, I don't expect Wayne to say, yeah, they don't really treat me the way I should be treated. And he's done stuff like that sometimes. And he even says something in this interview. But I think as far as like music, anybody that's trying to challenge or remove what he's done as an artist is like, you got to be like out of your mind to think some shit like that. Like, you got to be completely out of your mind to think at any point in time when you talk about music, you talk about rap, and you bring up Wayne to say, oh, he ain't that or he ain't this. And I think a lot of that came around like the Super Bowl, right? When the Super Bowl thing was happening, people get in their feelings and they get in their feelings fast. And a lot of people was in their feelings because Kendrick was having his moment. And I mean, yeah, Wayne did take a lot of opportunity to make it about him. He took a lot of opportunity to make it about him. And during those moments, we was like kind of disgusted with what he was saying, but you still cannot remove the work he's put in. You know what I'm saying? I think like that's what even drove.
Hold on, Wayno. Hold on a second. I see where you're going, but the problem with what you're saying is that the one thing that I notice about all the older rappers in today's world is that they're not sticking to what they know or what they're about. The way that they adjust to make people feel better, knowing that that's not really in their DNA, is the issue. Wayne is not the one to care. So why do you care all of a sudden? Your whole career, you've been you're stepping over everybody like you're Allen Iverson. On some I don't care energy. I just do this because I can do it. You walk off stage for most of your, not most, but some of your concerts. There's times when you cut concerts short completely because you weren't feeling a vibe or whatever. But all of a sudden you care now. Now I gotta look at you a little different. Because what's making you care? Are you realizing something that you missed? Is there something that someone told you that's like, oh damn, maybe I gotta move this kind of way? Stick to the same persona that you kept. You grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not strange that you never liked Wayne. You know? I like Wayne because of his mixtape era as well as his like the Carter era. Like he's definitely a horrible live performer, but like he has the discography, he has the catalog to state why he's that guy. But your energy that you put out to the world should have been adjusted a very long time ago. When I see him complain, and that was complaining, when I saw him complain about him not getting the Super Bowl, I don't look at him the same anymore. I really don't look at him the same anymore, if I'm going to be completely honest. Because, yo, you've been saying you don't care for almost all of your music career. So what made you change? If you continue down that path, to be honest, that would have got you a better spot, a better position to be like successful or whatever. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. We seen what he did at that what do you call that one? The concert in New Orleans, Louisiana Fest. We saw how he was moving there, so that proves it enough.
Kendrick line on Whacked Out Murals, you know what I mean? Where he said, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, because I think that Kendrick respects Wayne and holds him in that same space that I myself and a lot of other people hold Wayne in, right? But, you know, he says that he vows he'll no longer consider playing the Super Bowl. They stole that feeling. I don't want it. Now, Wayne.
Tell him, talk to him.
Now, listen, brother, you got to stop it.
Tell him.
I can understand how it feels to want something so bad and to feel so close but yet so far, and then feel like, you know what, I'm done with it. But even by them standards, even with that said, as much as, because Wayne's mindset when he talks, you know what I mean, when this reporter Andre G is like explaining certain things, his mindset when he talks makes me feel that, and he should always hold himself as the highest or the best or whatever, but it also makes me realize how much he doesn't understand that the thing about the old times is they the old times.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? And changes happen. Changes is natural. Changes, even though a lot of times we don't like change, like it's always for progress for the most part. Like it's for progress. It's not like the spot that's occupied as seemingly the best rapper right now, everybody or a lot of people might lean that towards Kendrick, like it's a person that we don't love or respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like if it was a person that people didn't generally love or respect, then we could all have something wrong with it. But you have to you got to read the room. You got to read the room, my G. You got to really understand, like, okay, as good as you is, you don't jump as high as you used to.
Nope.
Like I watched videos. I seen this video on OJ Mayo and Michael Jordan today, right? And it was Michael Jordan saying how he had this camp, and OJ Mayo started talking crazy to him because OJ Mayo, I ain't gonna front. When he was in high school, he was like one of the best players ever in high school. And how Mike made everybody from the camp leave, and he wanted to show OJ Mayo, like, yeah, like I still could give it to you. And I what I think in that sense when it comes to Wayne is, yeah, Wayne still rap. Wayne don't miss a beat when it comes to rapping, but perception wise, people don't feel that same way that they used to about his bars today. And I think that just happens with age, right? It's like for me being a day one fan of Wayne, I'm the same age as him. I've been on this journey with him his whole, like, more than half his life, as well as he's been doing it more than half his life. So everything that might mean something to me don't mean that same to the general fan or the casual fan of today, like it was when he was the man back then, right? But we will talk a little bit more about that. I mean, Wayne has, you know, on the Carter 6, it's a song with him and his sons on there. I'm looking forward to hearing that because he's also saying, he was asked would he be open to doing like a sequel to like Father Like Son with his sons, and he said that he'd be open to something like
Probably
that. You know what I mean? I know that his sons have put out music. I'm not going to sit here in front and be like, nah, I'm in tune with everything. I've never listened to one of Lil Wayne's.
The thing about Wayne is that I don't know who's managing him, but it must be stressful managing him. Honestly. Now, I'm excited for his the next Carter series. But at the same time, I'm still going to be concerned. Okay? I'm still going to be critical. Hopefully, he's still going to do what he can do and do what he needs to do. But I kind of look at him differently ever since I seen him start complaining. Bro, ever since you started complaining, you kind of just look... You don't look the same to me no more. Like, you used to be big dog when, like, you know... When you're in your mixtape era and you were going crazy with all the drops that you're doing, all the songs you were stealing, you know? But now it's like, bro, you just look like an auntie with some ugly dreads, bro. You don't look the same to me no more, bro. Sitting there complaining and shit. Like it's like what Rebecca said, he's super sad, bro. Super sad. Ugh, I'm just not a fan of it. Word association and doubles that connect you from the middle of nowhere to nowhere you care about. For real. Looking hella goofy, bro. I'm not liking it. Because Wayne has never been in that... He's never been that tough for real. You be careful when you say that, bro. Maybe it's because he didn't get much love out here in LA, but the South and the East love him. We just didn't get why they loved him so much. Here's the thing with Wayne. The bars, the wordplay, the songs, the songs he hopped on, his performances when he was younger, all of these things is why we loved him out here. When I say there is a lot of Wayne fans out here, bro, there is a lot. All over the place. Everywhere you go. Almost everywhere you go around here, there's a Wayne fan. Facts. Well, at least for people that are familiar with hip-hop. There's always going to be a Wayne fan. Let me just make that clear. But I kind of get why the West doesn't really mess with him too much. I kind of get why y'all don't mess with him, because when you sit back and listen to him, it's like, bro, why does it sound like he's eating some of them? It sounds like he's like eating a sandwich in front of the mic half the time. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time out here, that's why we like them. It's kind of tough to see why, but I kind of get it. And auntie, yeah, I call him an auntie. I say what I said. Am I going to take it back? No.
Son songs, but I would like to know what that looks like, right? Like seeing a day and age where Bron and Bronny is on the same team, you know, that's fatherhood at his highest level. Wayne keeping his sons with him and doing music with them and putting them on songs with, because it's,
I ain't gonna lie, Anthony, that doesn't need to be a hot take. It does. What Anthony just said doesn't need to be a hot take. It's true. Sorry. Like, it's true though, for real. Hey, pull up on Sunday. Yo, Sharon, pull up on Sunday, bro. We gonna have that conversation. Sunday, 4 p.m. We gonna have that talk. I would like to know.
Songs with features that he gonna have with his sons on it. That's fatherhood at his highest level from a music standpoint. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how that could go. You know what I mean? I think that's a good conversation. You know what I'm saying, I think that's a really, really, really good conversation. Now I want to get into this situation about the Super Bowl, right? Let's just go. Okay, so
say less.
There's this part where they ask him about the Super Bowl, and he says to perform, it's a bunch of things they're gonna tell you to do and not to do. Asses to kiss and not to kiss, he explains, right? It says, if you notice, I was a part of things I'd never been a part of in my life. Michael Rubin's all-white parties.
What?
You know how people be feeling about the all-white parties. You know what I'm saying? But he also says, I'm doing shit with Tom Brady. That was all for that. You ain't never seen me in them types of venues. I ain't Drake. Like, when I seen him say that, I was like, damn, what the hell Drake did? He said, I ain't Drake. But I think that, you know, Wayne is just saying it generally, but of course it's going to come across like, you know, when you hear that, if you come from a certain environment and you hear somebody say, I ain't somebody, then it means like you trying to play them. I don't think that's the case. You know what I mean? He said, I ain't out there smiling like that everywhere. I'm in the stew smoking and recording. You know what I mean? He says that one of the NFL people said to him,
low key though, I'm glad I got intelligence, because an unintelligent mind would say, oh, he just dissed Drake. You know, them slow niggas, they'd say that. But I'm kind of there with it. I kind of get it. Yeah, anyway, let's keep going.
We ain't in charge, that all of a sudden, according to them, they got curved, so they just have to settle with whatever they say. He says that Jay-Z, who he calls a close friend, runs Roc Nation. You know, last year, the halftime Super Bowl producer Jesse Collins and Roc Nation, Jay-Z and Roc Nation has been the ones choosing it since 2019. I think everybody should go read this article though, but it's really dope. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Now I'm about to get into a few things regarding Wayne where I feel like Wayne, he has played victim in certain instances.
But why is that okay?
But I don't like this whole angle about like I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this whole angle.
And that's not the first time he's said something like that before. That's not the first time where he said, oh, I didn't know. Bro, he's walking it back. He knew. Bro, if you like the song, just say you like it, bro. You're still going to be best friends with Drake. You know, even though he did take your girl down at the time. And you're still cool with but you know what, I'm saying too much. Let's keep going.
of him acting like, what? Cheese is yellow? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this, he'll say the most outrageous thing that's obvious and just common knowledge, and then everybody be like, well, you know, he live in his own world. It's like, yo, bro, come on. Like, it comes
Rebecca,
to a point.
1000%.
It comes to a point where you got to stop that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
1000%.
It comes to a point.
1000%. Because remember, the first big artist that Drake linked with was Wayne. And if you ever notice how Drake was kind of taking different flows and inserting them into his own songs, it's kind of the same blueprint when Wayne, back in the day, what really put Wayne on the map was that he would hear a beat and he would out-rap the person that was on that beat. Doesn't that sound familiar? The only difference is that Drake never really out-rapped anybody. If we're gonna keep it a full stack, he never out-rapped Meek Mill. He just beat him to the punch. There's a difference, you know. Drake's never out-rapped anybody. Let's make it clear. But they made people assume Drake did based on how much they're pushing the songs and how much they're getting people to say, "Oh yeah, did you hear that shit Drake said? That shit was hard, bruh." You know what I'm saying? Dude sound like he wants to cry. Do not kill me. Oh my God. Yeah, but doesn't mean you can't learn shitty things from people around. That's valid, and that's exactly what Drake did. The tactics that Drake has used are not new tactics. They're all familiar. Everything he's been doing has all been familiar. If you pay attention to Wayne's run, you can take elements from it and put it side by side to Drake's run. And then you can start to see the similarities between the two. It's like Drake is the advanced version of Wayne in a sense. Oh, facts. Yo, nah, Sean, absolutely, bruh. Absolutely. Hey, to your point about him not experiencing racism, that's him just being slow. He just likes to be slow, you know? Not fast, you know, just slow. He's not all the way up here because of all that lean he be drinking, all that weed he be smoking. He's not all the way there, you know? So I'm not surprised when I hear bullshit come out of his mouth like this. You gotta respect it.
Hold on. Oh, so, you know, of course, he was asked about the tweet about Don't Wake the Giant Up, and it says, I sound like I'm talking about the media when he was asked about who he was talking about. It says, because when he says, in fact, that when he says they, he's talking about the media or whatever. He said, I'm going to give you a perfect example, right? He said he went on stage, and I was singing a song, and now this is the most ridiculous part of this interview to me. It's two parts that to me that is like ultimately ridiculous. He says, I'm going to give you an example, right? He says, when I went on stage, I was singing a song, and they thought I was dissing. The song was Not Like Us. Kendrick Lamar smash hit, right? And he says, hold on. It says, DJ Mustard produced Takedown. Wayne burrows his face into his arm in an accent chair while laughing about unknowingly rapping along to the Drake diss track. I want my dude, he said, I ain't want my dude to be mad at me. He says, I didn't even know it was Kendrick. Now, Wayne.
I call maximum level bullshit on that. I call bullshit at the highest degree on that. Because there's no way you're going to say that confidently, knowing that it's been Kendrick Lamar's name everywhere throughout this beef and outside the beef. There's no way you can sit there and say that confidently, bruh. Who's paying you, bruh? What script are you reading, bruh? There's no way. DEFCON level 5. Yo, Rebecca, you're asking a lot of the right questions. That's what I'm saying, bro. What are you talking about? Say, Drake. I hear you like him young. There's no way you can sit there and say that, bro. You're absolutely right. But nah, Rebecca's asking all the right questions right now, bro. That is crazy. Hey, it's just honesty. The questions, they're honestly straightforward, and I think they're more straightforward than you realize. It doesn't take it's not like you have to go through all this different articles or go listen to these different songs to come to a conclusion. Nah, bro, it is what it is. It's for this moment, it's face value. That's my bullshit. Cap. Cap. Maximum level cap. He got a weird back account. Don't kill me.
Now, Wayne.
Come on, Wayne.
It comes to a point, my nigga. You's a grown man.
Tell him.
You got a grown daughter too, bro.
Tell him.
There was a time where we used to really believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say Wayne is as clueless as he portrays himself to be. Let's say that he is as clueless as he portrays himself to be. I think that he may not care, and nobody around him might not tell him to care. But y'all gotta let him know how ridiculous this makes him sound and look. We in a time where people don't only hear music no more. They see it. And when I mean that is they'll look at you. And if they looking at you funny, they don't even want to listen. Now, don't get me wrong, right? Wayne is a icon. He's an artist that he set the bar extremely high and people had to go get it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that not only has he set that bar high, but he also was the example of what a lot of these young dudes wanted to be. Because if Wayne wasn't doing the stuff Wayne was doing, you don't get a Thug, you don't get a Trippie Redd, you don't get majority of these dudes out here, majority of these young rappers, Playboy Cardi, Lil Uzi, all of them that became stars, you know what I'm saying, had influence from Wayne. It's impossible to not. It's like if people from the 90s, it's like if people from the 90s say, oh, I wasn't listening to Pac. I didn't listen to Pac, but you got a nose ring. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things, from everything from music to aesthetic. So for Wayne to say that he was singing Not Like Us, arguably, debatably, the biggest diss song in hip-hop history. And he's one of the biggest rappers in hip-hop history. And Drake is his artist. You mean to tell me you ain't know that was stop it, brother. Stop it. You gotta...
Rebecca, I ain't gonna lie. For the whole, Wayne's bus getting shot up, who knows what the hell that was? I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think that's a whole, Birdman situation or anything like that. It's just, the best thing I can say right now is that maybe just think about what city he was in. And maybe that could help you. Because there might be some people out there that really don't mess with him at all. Girl, you're not old. Relax. Don't even worry your little heart.
It comes to a point where you got to stop that shit. Because if you want to say, yo, listen, I ain't going to front, even though that record is against Drake, who is my brother, I love him to death, I would never do nothing blatantly to disrespect him, I like the song. I think that's more respectable than saying you don't know. Come on, bro. You gotta stop playing around saying shit like that. Cause I think ultimately, and that's what I was saying about how people, they hear, how they hear music. It's like a person to say, yo, that album is out, and they'd be like, yo, when it came out Friday, what it did the first day, and then go listen to it. Because the number.
Raw talent, that's a valid point. He's still trying to hold on to something that he used to be. You're not that no more. You got to create a new for this moment. That's the innovation behind being an artist, and he doesn't understand that. Because he's too much in his Karen era. He was in an I don't care era, on some rich boy era, but now he's like in a Karen era. Like you moving like a Karen with your blonde ass dreads, bro.
Numbers. Some people are so into numbers and so into stats that they think the only way something could possibly be good is if it has big numbers. So I think like when you say certain things, vice versa, it turns people off. It makes them say like, bro, what? Like, all right, bro, we off. Like, we don't even want to hear that shit that you got to say. But there's another conversation, right? And it goes into Jay-Z and Kanye's album, Watch the Throne. Now Wayne. All right, so I guess Andre says something, and he says Kanye Jay-Z's album, right? And Wayne replies, they did an album? All right. All right. He says the rest of the room spends the next 5 minutes playing songs from the iconic 2011 album to jog Wayne's memory. He looks bewildered, trying to decipher the opening moments of Otis, asking Twist if he ever freestyled to it. Twist shakes his head no. Though he doesn't recall, excuse me. Though he does recall Niggas in Paris and No Church in the Wild. So you telling me, Wayne, you don't know watch the... All right, bro. This is, and that's what I'm saying, like, these is the parts of, like, I wouldn't even want, like, even given the benefit of the doubt, and you really didn't know that, I wouldn't even want people to know that I didn't know that. Like, I wouldn't want people to know that I didn't know that Watch the Throne exists. For Jay-Z to be your good friend, and for him to be somebody who you emulated, and you followed, and you patterned your style after.
Yo, Quality thinks he's funny, eh? lean. Bro, we get it. Quality thinks he got jokes. I saw that notification, bro. Don't kill me.
And a person who's been in your life and helped you through numerous things, and even quoting in this interview, saying that he's always a text message away. I would have pulled him to the side, like, yeah, bro, we ain't taking that.
Who's managing him, bro? That's the question. Bro, someone needs to take that damn cup away from him. That same cup that he was talking about in Waukesha, the Moneybagg Yo track, I almost forgot his name. I can't believe it. I liked his music at one point. I can't believe I almost forgot his name, but in that intro to Waukesha, that same cup he was talking about, put that shit down, bruh. Like, put it down. Like, yo, you look sick. Like, you look like you should be hospitalized, bruh. Goodness gracious.
Because it's just, you know, hip-hop fans, we are fanatics. You know what I'm saying? Hip-hop fans are fanatics. And right now, fandom is as intense as it's ever been, especially with social media. And I just think it's it's a bad look to sit out here as an adult, damn near 50. Because, I mean, listen, at 43, 42, no, you're not 50 yet, but in 7 years, you will be.
True.
It'll be here faster than you know it. And to pretend, or if you don't know stuff like that, it just bugs me out. But with all that being said, I do believe that Wayne does deserve, you know, everything that's coming to him as far as what he's doing with his artistry. I want to know what a Carter 6 album would sound like, because that's like really high when it comes to, you know, sequels, especially with albums. I would like to know what it sounds, what it feels like, you know, the features that's going to be on there. And I'm looking.
You know, Drake is going to be on that album, the Carter 6. Come on.
Forward to the album. But Wayne got to stop acting like he don't know shit. Yo, this is I Do It Myself, y'all. We're working on dropping more content, more episodes, more streams. So I finally got my streaming stuff together, and I'm getting the hang of it, and I really, really, really like it. So make sure if you can, pull up to the stream. It is on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. and Saturday. I'm gonna work out the time. The NBA playoffs is gonna be on this Saturday, so I really, really got to figure out how I'm gonna do it and how much time I'm gonna spend towards it. But basically, what it is, what you will be judged is, I'm creating a platform for new up and coming artists to be heard. You get a chance to send in your music. If you want to send in a super chat, that's fine. That does prioritize your song to an extent. You don't have to, though. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. I'm really doing this because I really enjoy doing it, and I really enjoy having dialogue with people when it comes to music. This is I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we doing. For the ones that don't, eventually you will. Peace. Have a good weekend.
Salute to Wayno, bruh. One of my favorites, no doubt. Wayne is another dude that need to grow the hell up, bruh. He needs to grow up, bruh. If you want to be that guy again, make music, my nigga. Jesus God. Los Productions. We gotta Yo, Los Productions, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You could at least say hi, man. Say what's up, how you doing, you know? You know, you don't have to just jump out the gate like that, man. Come on, bro. Come on, you can do better than that. You can definitely do better than that, man. Come on, bro. A little hi, how you doing type shit. You know the vibe. Come on, bro. If you're gonna come into a vibey place, you gotta have that kind of energy on you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, look, Wayne. Grow up, bro. Grow up. They're all falling off terribly. I mean, you're not wrong, bro. When you look at, well, what are your thoughts on Tyga? I'm curious. Because I wouldn't say he fell off. I wouldn't say Tyga fell off. He just turned too generic. I wouldn't say it's a fall off, though. You know? But Drake, yeah. Wayne, yeah. Nicki, kinda, yeah. We say Wagwan first. Yeah, damn right. Oh, it's not supposed. Tyga does what? Tyga does OnlyFans. Since when? I mean, look, the way I see it is that the whole conglomerate needs a whole like rebranding. I ain't gonna lie. When y'all had Lloyd everywhere, man, y'all were locked in, bro. I swear to you. Oh, absolutely, Rebecca, 1000%. But you know how with social media, everybody wants to be on their phone before they want to be in front of a microphone. That's the problem. Either way, he keeps getting his car repoed. Lord have mercy. Never mind, then. Never mind. Jesus God. Yeah, nah. Music needs an overhaul. Music needs an overhaul. Definitely. We're currently going through a shift in the music industry. I'm glad that it started. But we need to complete it. And on top of that, when you look back at Canada now, Canada really needs a reset. America needs an overhaul in certain states, but Canada needs a full reset. I spoke about this before. Me and my friend were both talking about how Canada is so far gone that you need to just wipe the board clean and start over again, but with better direction. That's what needs to happen, but like, because nobody wants to go through that process, nobody wants to put in work again, we're going to be stuck like this. And it's a problem. Yep, Raw Talent agrees. Full wipe the board clean and start over. That's the only way to make it work. Oh God, who doesn't do OnlyFans at this point? Well, girl, whew. Who knows? Who knows? No pun intended on the so far gone. Damn right, bro. All right, who we got? I'm gonna save that one for Sunday. Okay. So I found this video here. I gave it a nice little listen. The history of Canadian rap pre-Drake. I want to save this one for Sunday. It's a 30-minute video, so it's going to be a long reaction. But we need to do this one for Canada. So I feel like Sunday we're going to be talking about a lot of Canadian hip-hop and a lot of Canadian rap. I wanted to get into it today, but I also want to go and cook. Mind you, I want to go in front of the stove and start cooking and start chefing. But this right here, 1000%, we're going to be diving into that on Sunday. Canada needs a lot of things. Canada needs prayer. Let's start there. Canada needs prayer. Let's start there, bro. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. We are fried chicken like KFC, brother. We are fried chicken like churches. It's not good. Gotta push new talent out, absolutely. Everyone too... Rebecca, say it again. Everyone's too damn lazy. You're frying fish... Hey! You know what I'm saying? Fry like a 1-2 kingfish, isn't me? Come on now. Easter, you know. Easter come up, you know. Hey, you gotta love being Jamaican, bro. Any prayer on your mind specifically? Pray for the success of the underground rap artists, as well as pray for the overhaul and a fresh start for Canadian hip hop. That's what we need to pray about. What's good, Unhinged? How you doing? Oh, Lee. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna save that one for I'm gonna save that one for Sunday. Let's have some fun diving into some Canadian shit. But we got one more. Who in the crib is Jamaican? Man, everybody here Jamaican, bro. What do you mean? Nope. A lot of Americans don't know our history here in Canada. And I feel like that would be a great way to kind of introduce y'all to the Canadian hip-hop history. So Sunday, we're definitely going to dive into that. We're going to look into it. And we can kind of pick and see where we can take what we knew from the past, but make adjustments for the world we live in today. You know? Because the one thing about history is that you're supposed to use it to move further past your limits, in a sense, you know? Hey, bro, that's what's up. I appreciate that you understand that. I was told y'all don't have history. We do. Tiff, we have history. It's just that nobody knows about it, bro. Or it's not even... No, let me take that back. Because a lot of Canadians learned about our history here. We just don't care. We've been told or learned to just not care about things, you know? We technically have history. It's just that it's so underground right now. At this point, it's in a casket. We can't be afraid to hear artists from all walks. That's how the culture the culture here will evolve. Just the gangbangers. I agree with what you said, Raw Talent, but it needs more direction. It's like what I said in my video, the one that I did on the Curtis King and Jeremy live. We have all the diversity in the world, but we need direction. We need to take what we have and direct it somewhere. Because right now, it just looks like a wide open garage door of just so many different things trying to get in front of each other. We need to start directing different genres into different pathways of success. Once we understand that, then we can start putting different people in position to win. Maybe instead of you being over here in this house with this producer because you wanted to be here because he's popular, maybe you should be over here with a producer that kind of understands your sound better so he can start generating you beats that you could use to be more successful than what you were right now. There's no direction in Canada. We need to direct ourselves. You know? Let's have some fun. We got deleted. You think deleted drop and I'm not going to watch? We're going to watch this. To be honest, I'm not even going to lie to you. This is going to be the last video. We went through every video we need to go through for today. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. I also realize a lot of people are asking for me to react to Fire in the Booth, the Ren Fire in the Booth. So I need to find some point where I can get that reaction out for everybody out there. So shout out to all the Renegades. The message is received. I know Tiny gave me a bunch of songs to listen to, but everyone's asking for that Fire in the Booth, so I want to get to that eventually as well. Not necessarily tell the history, but at least work with some people from our Canadian history, bruh. That wouldn't hurt. It was a hostile takeover. Alright, Slay. Alright. The queen must go on bed now. She needs her sleep. Anyway, have a great night. You know, sweet dreams. I hope you have wonderful dreams. Zero nightmares. No nightmares. And I hope you wake up to a bright sky and just nothing but positive energy in your heart. Alright? Take care and just have a great night. Great night. Alright. Man, let me go ahead and hit this record button. You think I'm gonna see deleted drop and I'm not gonna respond to this or react to it? Come on, bruh. Come on, this is big deleted that we're talking about. Let's get started. Let's go ahead and start with the intro. Let's go. Alright, y'all know what time it is. Yo, right here. Right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Welcome back to Single Seater Reactions only on the Flex Mind Network. I'm Flex. Welcome back to the channel. We got deleted. Y'all know I gotta watch this, bro. Y'all know I gotta watch deleted, bro. It's only right that we do. Come on, bro. This is big deleted we talking about. Demon emoji. Demon emoji. I want to see some demon emojis in the chat, bro. For YouTube's #1 villain. Not too many. Just send what you can. Some demon emojis in the chat for YouTube's #1 villain. He's the reason why we have Culture United, bro. He started the group chat. Bro, that's so major. That's how you know Deleted cares about the YouTube community here. By bringing some of the greats from the YouTube reaction spaces and hip-hop together in one house. So y'all can have conversations with each other as well as perform or have live debates with your audience like me. And the audience right here in my chat. You know? So big shout out to Deleted, bro. He's doing God's work right now. Even though he's YouTube's #1 villain, he's our hero. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the reaction. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when I drop my videos as well as when I go live. And with that being said, let's get straight into things. All right, let's go. I think it's over. Don't say that. Don't say that. Culture United is not over. Don't let therapy stop us.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff
oh my God.
That has been put on China. At 104%, I am absolutely going to implode and will not last 6 months. If anybody's out there that can help or shed some light, maybe provide some information that would be helpful.
Wait, Rebecca, you don't know about Deleted? Girl, you got to do some homework if you don't know about Deleted. I promise you that. What? Deleted? This man deleted right here is definitely worth the watch. I promise you.
I would really greatly appreciate it because if not, it's just a small business here that's going to go under, and I'll be back to digging ditches again.
Oh, bruh. Damn.
Imagine voting for the guy who said he slapped tariffs on everything and then start crying when your business folds because of those same tariffs. I mean, you wanted the smoke and now you're choking on it. Now your lungs are applying.
I mean, Kamala did warn y'all. But I guess nobody was really listening at the time.
For unemployment. How you gonna buy the clown suit and get mad that it came with the red nose? Dumbass. You lit the firecracker and forgot you was holding it. You asked for action and got drop kicked by reality. And in some imaginary fantasy land, it's the liberals' fault.
That's not even funny, bro.
How the hell he got his shirt off, bro? That is nah. Man, someone get that boy a shirt.
Sorry, Karen.
And that's who's around Drake all the time? Oh yeah, nah, I don't trust him.
There's no HR for you to complain to today.
Here we go.
Is it too soon to say we told you so? You did it. You guys voted, and this is what you guys got. Whoever wrote this comment,
salute raw talent. Y'all know the vibe.
I love this for you to this Trump supporter is diabolical. They're the true villain. So apparently a Trump voter posted about his failing business. Some girl hit him with the most passive-aggressive nuke of all time.
I love this for you. I love this. Nice. I love this for you. I love to see you fail. I love to see your family be affected and hurt because you voted for Trump.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
From that comment alone, justice was served, medium rare. So today I was watching that Abba and Preach clip of the Trump supporter crying over tears.
Deleted watches Abba and Preach too? That's big Canada right there. Oh man. Deleted is tapped in? That's crazy.
And I was in tears. I was cracking up. I'm not gonna lie.
So this was posted on our subreddit. So after the tariffs went in place, some people were very upset because it affected their bottom line, their business. And after a guy posted his struggles, somebody replied from Tanya Michelle. She said, "I love this for you." You saw this comment and it triggered.
Like, bruh, you walked into that L. You sat down, signed for it, left a tip, all that. You voted for your business daddy Trump, and now your business is unalive somewhere. It's drowning. Why are you surprised?
You're a victim.
You ain't the victim. You the punchline. You knew the man was cooking with chaos and still grabbed a plate. This ain't sympathy hour. This is karma karaoke, and you hitting all the wrong notes.
Shut the fuck up.
Trump supporters have zero awareness. Like, legit. They have no survival instincts at all. Don't let a zombie apocalypse happen. They're the first ones to go. Zero.
Yo, TW, you serious? Yo, I might need to tap in with that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Awareness. Small business owners and undocumented Trump stands now crying because their wallets are empty. That was your doing. They're empty because of you. Let's keep it lit. It's really because they thought the tariffs were just gonna slap the poor people and the immigrants. They thought their opposition was gonna get attacked. They didn't think they were gonna take a hit. They were like, haha, sucks to be broke, until it circled back like a Uno reverse card. I know they feel dumb. There's no way they don't feel stupid.
So, Tiff, are you saying America has a woman problem? I'm joking. I agree with you. Sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Kamala was gonna win that, but guess not. I gotta tune in for that Missy set though.
You guys gotta feel dumb as hell. Dumbass. Delusional. Delusion of domestic manufacturing. Just stupid. Y'all really thought he could bring back factories like it's 1942. I hate to break it to you, but your iPhone ain't getting made in Iowa. Nope. That $9,000 phone bill would humble you real quick. It's insane, man. Trump is just, he's a sick, pathetic human being. Trump says illegals gotta go. Also Trump. Unless y'all trying to pick strawberries, like what the fuck? Turns out
Rebecca, kinda
Americans
look
don't
like
want to
it.
work 14-hour days in 100-degree heat for $3 an hour.
Wow.
Trump really thought he could run a plantation in 2024, like labor laws don't exist. You guys gotta be stupid as hell. I'm sorry, man. We got rights now. Sorry to burst your bubble. Yeah, that might have worked back then. You know, when slavery times existed,
Right?
when y'all were out here forcing people to work for free, and if they did it, you was beating on them or unaliving them. Surprise, a little thing called Declaration of Independence and a few amendments happened since then. People got rights. Ain't nobody slaving so you could stack a paycheck. It's not happening. Y'all really thought y'all was gonna make sweatshops or some shit. Ain't nobody picking crops or assembling your Amazon knockoffs for 3 cents an hour just so.
Hey Rebecca, that's good. I'm glad you said that for real. I'm not even gonna lie. Missy Elliott is the one. I promise you. All these other female rappers we got out here, there's some outliers. But the ones that got the spotlight, hell no. Anyway, let's keep going.
So you can flex on LinkedIn. If your profit margin relies on borderline slavery, maybe capitalism ain't for you. Go sell feet pics or something, because this ain't it. It honestly proves that MAGA supporters are just brain dead. They don't have any type of brain activity up there. They're stupid. Dumbass. They misunderstood tariffs. It's obvious. They felt good, right? They were like, we about to humble the fuck out of China. And then reality hit. Nah, man, you humbled yourself at Costco when eggs hit $12. Congrats, you just declared war on your own grocery list. You didn't humble shit but your pockets. So small businesses are collapsing. I'm not surprised. A woman had to pause $200,000 in shipments and now might lose her house. Meanwhile, y'all were busy chanting build the wall like that was gonna protect her Amazon storefront. We not feeling sorry for you guys. We laughing at you. So with all that being
TW,
said,
good,
the
bro.
wealthy
You good, don't
is
worry.
profiting while small business owners are dropping
The
like
hell
flies.
kind of game is this man
Charles
playing?
Schwab, I hope I'm saying that right. You know, I be butchering names. Charles Schwab and his Wall Street friends made billions off y'all paying. Trump supporters lost their warehouse while he went over there and bought a third yacht and named it Thanks for Voting Red. This ain't a system. This isn't a system. It's a scam. Trump supporters got them bankruptcy papers while they went and got bottle service. Dumbass.
Wow.
That's y'all fault. That is your guys' fault. Straight up. Facts do not care about feelings. It doesn't. Y'all remember when Trump stands were yelling facts over feelings? I remember that. They were yelling and screaming facts over feelings at every crying liberal. Now they're out here sobbing in 4K because the economy came back swinging and hit them right upside their head. Facts doesn't care about your feelings, Bob. They don't care about yours either, Karen. You cannot write a letter to HR for this. I'm gonna keep telling you that. Y'all gotta realize that voting has consequences. It's not just a vibe check. How y'all gonna pick the guy who fumbled healthcare, banned books, raised your grocery bill, and turned your job into a GoFundMe? So don't cry now. This ain't build a Karen. We ain't building you up. Y'all don't get to stuff fascism with fluff, slap a live, laugh, and love sticker on it, and then act shocked when it curb stomps your rights in a Target parking lot. That's on you. You gotta take it to the chin, take that L. China and Trump been in the world's pettiest dick measuring contest. Two grown-ass nations out here playing chick.
Yo, that was the last thing I ever heard that I was expecting to hear today. Grown ass nation is crazy. Jesus Christ.
With tariffs like it's a flex. Both talking big shit, bluffing like they both got infinity schlong. Trump's over here raising up the tariffs. China claps back like try me, bitch. And now it's a standoff of economic egos. I did not ask for this beef. I mean, we had Kendrick and Drake last year. Now we got Trump versus China. Both sides waiting on the other to fold first. Fists clenched, tariffs cooked. But hold up, there's more. Just when you thought Trump was about to moonwalk out the beef and pretend none of this ever happened, here comes JD Vance, dumbass, with a fatal mic drop. Chinese people are peasants. Man,
what?
I went got it.
No. When did he say that?
This quote, and they turned it into a nationwide SIG session, plastering it across all the Chinese social media like it was a damn album rollout. It's crazy. I know Trump probably somewhere punching the air. I know he like, bro,
my
you stupid,
God.
you dumb. Dude was 2 seconds away from dapping up China, fake smiling for the cameras like he always does, and sweeping the whole trade war under the rug. like it was a bad Tinder date. And then JD Vance opens his dusty ass mouth talking crazy. Trump like, we about to shake hands and pretend like none of this shit happened. Why did you have to talk right now? Damn, just fucked it all up. Now China's pissed, doubled down and printed that quote on the damn billboard. Hey, but today, yeah, it's a great fucking day to be a proud Californian. I'm telling you right now, I love that I'm from Cali, born and raised, Bay Area to be exact. Cali said, not today, Satan. Our governor out here throwing legal hands for his people, the businesses and everybody getting taxed to death. We looked at Trump's tariff mess and said, hell nah, you got us fucked up. Like, bro, what did you think this was? You thought we was gonna deal with this shit? California woke up, chose violence, and sued Trump's spray-tanned ass in federal court, filed in NorCal like, let's settle this in court since y'all don't read the Constitution. Trump tried to slap tariffs using some dusty emergency power laws from 1977. That doesn't even mention tariffs, like not once. Rob Bonta said, bet. And he led the charge. He pulled receipts and was like, show me where it says tariff.
Yo, where does he get
and
these
I'll
clips?
wait. They basically told Trump, you can't just make up laws and shit like it's improv night. That's Congress's job. That ain't yours. And just a reminder, Cali's economy is bigger than almost every fucking country.
Damn.
So when Trump screws with trade, it hits like 10 different ways.
That's actually true, though. That's actually true. When you sit back and you really take in what goes on in California, they need to put way more respect on California than how they usually do. Wow. That is crazy.
Farmers screwed, factories screwed, economy screwed. Gavin Newsman and Bonta popped out in the Central Valley like it was the halftime Super Bowl show or some shit, but the show was full of lawsuits. So California's argument is this man's out here running the economy like it's a Sims game with cheat codes, and we ain't doing that. He's hacking. You can't hack. Fuck all that. Hey, they really hit Trump with the you don't have main character powers lawsuit. Overriding Congress ain't in the job description, dumbass. You can't do that. Trump tried to play emperor. California hit him with the legal counter-strike. What are we doing here? You're not doing that over here. It's the fact that it's been 90 days, just 90, since this man been in office. And he's already speed ran America straight into the gutter. Like, we didn't even finish the free trial yet, and the country's already glitching. How you fumbled the whole nation before we even hit 100 days? Hey, you get hired at any job, don't you have like a 90-day trial?
Yep.
Does it apply with a president?
Bro, you need that 90-day probation, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is insane, bro. Oh, my God. Yo, the world needs help at this point. You're not even going to say anything? I get it.
Because he fucked up. He needs to get fired. This man did a lot, man. He really went out his way to pardon the January 6th clowns. Like, they just got out of sneaking into a movie theater without tickets or some shit. Meanwhile, he's tearing families apart, shipping them across the border. He's axing federal jobs like he's playing whack-a-mole.
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired.
Firing everybody. And then he even tried to come for the Board of Education, like they stole his lunch money or some shit. And the craziest part, it's only been 90 damn days. We have 4 years with this guy. Who knows what he's gonna do? And don't get started with the DEI rollback and white supremacy revival tour. Trump basically hosted a masterclass called Racism for Dummies and passed out diplomas to bigots. DEI programs got thrown out and white nationalists popped out like it's a racist family reunion with merch tables and merch hoodies. The most annoying part of
Rebecca, I had the same experience when I went to California. I'm not going to speak about it no more because I already said way too much. I've already spoke about my time in California. Y'all know I enjoyed myself out there, but that's all I'm going to say.
Of all this, knowing damn well Kamala Harris was way more qualified for the job, and yet here we are. It's wild. It's wild how this country would rather nosedive into chaos than let a woman lead. Like, let's be serious. Both times Trump won, it was against a woman. First Hillary Clinton, and now Kamala Harris. Both of them had the resume. Both of them had the experience, and both of them had actual brain cells. And the only time Trump lost, the only time he lost, it was to a man, Joe Biden. That alone shows you how deep the sexism runs. America really said we'd rather burn this bitch down than to let a woman be in charge. Kamala didn't lose over policy or what was going on overseas. She lost because
They
she's
really
a black
did, too.
woman
That's
in a
crazy.
country where that alone set off alarm bells for voters. Her identity got treated like a liability instead of strength. Let's be real, the racism and the misogyny screamed louder than any of her campaign ads ever could. Even with them questioning her blackness, her own people too at that. Everybody had something to say about her race. The whole debate was centered around her race, and it was just pathetic from both sides. They didn't do that to Obama, and he's biracial, but they did it to her because, let's be real, it's because she's a woman. As if the full-blown Cheeto head didn't show bigotry and racism
Not
his
Cheeto
whole
head.
campaign. You rather question someone's blackness and vote for the guy who's against everybody but his own. Make that make sense. I just know Trump supporters sitting here like, damn, again? That's tough. Getting finessed twice by the same dude is wild. That's not loyalty. That's a scam subscription. You didn't get tricked. You hit renew and typed in your own damn credit card info.
You hit
just
renew.
dumb. You wanted a revolution and got a clearance sale on regrets. Y'all jumped in the clown car and now you're mad it's on fire. That MAGA cape you put on, yeah, that was made out of paper, and now you're standing in the rain. Y'all was really feeling y'allself, talking about let's shake things up, and how the whole country's in a blender, on puree mode. You really voted for a guy who ran the country like it was a limited time only promo code, and now you're shocked that the deal expired.
You really
You
did.
torched your job, threw your health care in a group chat, they sigging on you now, and left your small business in a ditch with the kick me sign. It's the fact that you guys thought tariffs were gonna hit China like a haymaker. Nah, man, they hit your wallet like student loans. So nah, you gotta take this L. We don't feel sorry for you guys. You guys played stupid games, and now you're holding a trophy that says oops. You didn't get tricked. You got exactly what was on that damn label. You guys just didn't read it, or maybe you couldn't comprehend it because it didn't come with pictures. And don't trip, this isn't a I told you so moment. This is a you were loud and wrong in surround sound with hella bass, and you guys got to deal with it.
Goddamn, bro. Golly. What can I really say? That's a good point. She definitely could have got the job done, no problem, no doubt. Yeah, we're cooked. I ain't gonna lie, we are cooked. We are royally cooked. This time that we're in right now, bro, I can't do nothing for real, man. Can't do nothing. Ain't nobody getting hired. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Bro, like, Canada's looking nasty right now, bro. And I can't even imagine America, man. Jesus, it's not looking good. And how dare America try to threaten everybody like it's gonna work? It was never gonna work, bro. It was never gonna work. You can't step to China knowing that China has all that dominance, bro. You just gotta respect what they set up. You can't change that. That's crazy. See, I wasn't really too much like into politics and all that, but yo, I'm glad like Deleted gave us like a nice bite-sized version of this so I can like actually understand and enjoy. So shout out to Deleted for this video, no doubt, bro. Jesus, man. Jesus. Yeah, no, that was the final video for today, bro. We did a lot today, guys. Holy. We did a lot today, man. Jesus. That's what you're saying? Not even gonna say anything? Yeah, I get it. Nah, no doubt, man. I'm doing what I can out here, you know? Trying my best. Gathering the audience. Building the channel. You know, trying to be outstanding and great and all that, bro. I appreciate y'all for real, man. Man, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for y'all, if I'm gonna be super honest. You know, y'all made this possible. Y'all made this possible, bro. No doubt. No doubt. All because of this chat up above me, bro. Y'all holding me down for real, man. And we just getting started. But look, your boy gotta go cook, man. 8 p.m. I gave y'all a nice 3-hour stream today. Just like Wayno, but I got way more energy than him. You know? Shout out to every single individual in the chat today. I appreciate every single one of y'all, no doubt. Man, all I can say is I'm gonna see y'all on Sunday. You know? I stream 5 days a week. You know? Starting from Tuesday to Friday, and I hit y'all with a Sunday. America was upset when old boy missed. Yeah, we get that. I get that, Rebecca. I get that. I just want the process to speed up a little bit, so I can get hired and work, and then save money, so I go to concerts, and then fly to Vegas. That type shit, like damn, bro. Hey, yes sir. Appreciate y'all, no doubt, man. Big Flex Mob, Big Flex Mob. Shout out to TW. Shout out to Sharon. Shout out Tiff. Shout out Anthony. Shout out to the brand new viewer. Rebecca, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you. Hope you can stick around, Always catch a vibe. Big shout out to Raw Talent, no doubt. I know Quickie was in the chat earlier. Shout out to Quickie. Shout out to just everybody. Shout out to Slay. Shout out to Tiny. Shout out to Natasha. My peoples, All my peoples. The OGs, I appreciate every single one of y'all. We had a great time today. We were catching vibes, having fun, laughing, debating, conversating. That's what I like to do around this channel, bro. I like having a nice little conversation, So shout out to every single person, but this is my time to go. This is definitely my time to go, bro. We had fun today, man. We had fun, But all good things must come to an end. Y'all have a great weekend. Have a great night. Have a great afternoon wherever you are in this world. I just hope you have a great day. This is the Flex Your Mind Network. I'm going to see y'all on Sunday. Sunday, 4 p.m., all right? Don't forget that. In fact, I'm not even going to waste no time. I'm going to make sure I'm going to set it up for y'all right now so that when the day comes, we're going to have some fun, bro. Go cook and relax. I'm about to do that. Don't you worry. I'm about to go do that just now. Let me just set up the stream real quick. I'll change the title, but I'm going to just have it up for now. Just have it up for now. I'm probably going to see who else I can bring into this chat on Sunday. But for now, guys, this is where we call it. This is where we charge everything to the game, bruh. Salute to every single one of y'all. Alright. But I gotta get some rest. I gotta go sit down and relax and breathe, But we'll chat, don't worry. Listen, this is the Flex Your Mind Network. Take care, be well, be safe. Stay true, be you, live long, and long live. Peace.